Let's get started. Okay. All right, we are live on Twitch and YouTube. So if you're a dedicated Twitcher and tuber, by all means, go ahead and report to duty. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. All right, I know you do it because you love me, and I love you even more. Now, with that being said, guys, all right, if you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and get in the box. But first, I want to say thank you so much for being here tonight, guys. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, so I appreciate you so very much. Let's have fun tonight like we always do. Although the conversations may get a bit heated, just know at the end of the day, we're going to have fun because we're not going to let these Trump supporters steal our joy. You won't break my soul and won't. Now, with that being said, I do need you to be active participants. While you are here, please tap that screen, share the live. Let's do all of the good things, knock out these gift goals. Also, I do have a daily donation goal of $150. Pay links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. Thank you so much, other Erica. I appreciate you. PayPal and Venmo are in the bio. Also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. Now, with that being said, guys, I just got to say thank you, Shauna, for the galaxy. We're going to have fun. And if you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. Request up. Don't be afraid. Have the testicular fortitude. I said it right that time. No one can tell me that I did it. All right. Have the testicular fortitude to get in the box and have a conversation. You're deplorable, MAGA. You truly are. All right. You are deserving of condemnation. You do deserve to be shamed and judged. All right. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. All right. With that being said, let's see what we have going on here, and we're going to go from there. Shauna, did you mean to request up? You have to let me know. All right. Hi, Chewy. Oh, Chewy's loading. I don't know if they're going to be there. Oh, they're there. Hi, Chewy. How are you?
I'm deplorable.
Yes, you are deplorable, Chewy. All right. Do you want to prove me wrong? You're welcome.
I mean, it depends on your definition of deplorable. You guys can't even define a woman, so I'm not sure what you mean.
I legitimately already said it. I say you're deserving of condemnation, and that is due to the vote and all the harm that your vote has caused.
Oh, condemnation by whom? Condemnation by whom?
By other human beings, by the world, by whoever wants to condemn you for the choices that you made.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to get into it? Do you want to prove us wrong, or do you just want to go ahead and prove us right that you are deplorable?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, at least I'm not on the live invade.
So why are you okay?
Making that my cause?
Yeah. Why are you okay?
Why are you
with
okay
children
with
going hungry?
your seed?
Why are you okay with people being put into concentration camps?
Now you're just making claims that I never made.
I'm not making claims. Did Donald Trump not deport people, Venezuelans, to? Did he not deport Venezuelans to CICOT in El Salvador?
Are you trying to lead me right now? It feels like you're.
I'm not trying to lead you. I asked you a few questions, and you said I'm making. You said that didn't
feels like
happen,
someone's trying to lead me, like they think maybe I got a leach on my neck. Just feels like maybe you think you got a leash on someone's neck.
I don't think you can answer questions. That's the problem.
I have a leash for my dogs.
You can't
I got a leash for my dogs.
Questions. Yeah, you can't answer any questions. You can't.
I doubt you've answered much of a genuine question in your life.
Simple yes or no question. Did Donald Trump deport Venezuelans to El Salvador and send them to CICOT? Yes or no?
How did we get here from my initial question?
Sir, you don't get to ask the questions here. I do. And I've asked you a question because you said that you want to prove me wrong, and I'm asking you a question here.
So you're the arbitrator of all things true.
Are you just proving to us that you are in fact deplorable? You agree with Donald Trump sending people to CICOT? Are you proving to me
you are in fact demon possessed?
Are you
in fact proving to everybody you're demon possessed?
Is that what you want to do?
Hey, Blue? Do you always talk to the dark spirits?
Is that what you want to do? Are you calling me demon possessed?
I'm just curious if you do.
Just don't call me broke.
Are you afraid to answer any questions?
You can call me what you want, just don't call me broke. Anywho, do you want to actually answer any questions, or you want to do whatever this is?
I don't think I would ever address.
Guys, what we have is a maladaptive human being on the panel. All right. I'm going to suggest that it does seek therapy. I'm going to suggest that it actually seeks some help. It can't answer questions. I'm pretty sure that it may not have passed 5th grade. I don't think you made it out of, maybe I'll give you middle school. You made it out of middle school, didn't you?
Dictator.
You made it out of middle school, didn't you? Did you make it out of middle school? Oh, no, not the echo. Not the echo. Bruh, you've been off mute for the last 20 seconds. You've been off of mute for the last 20 seconds.
It feels like there's a dictator in the room.
It feels like you can't answer any questions. I guess we're just going to keep doing this, huh? Anywho, if you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and request up. All right, get in the box. Know that my chat, my comments are not a safe space for you. So therefore, have a pair and request up. All right, do that. Because Chewy here, all right, Chewy is greasy. Chewy doesn't, it's just not good. He's not good at this. Chewy's not good at this, guys. He's just not good at this.
Children that lived?
Chewy's just not good at this, guys.
Did all their children, or did they have any children that lived?
That's such a silly question. No, not that Chewy. This Chewy on the panel.
Why don't you haven't answered any questions? That's a legit question.
Is the bad
Did your parents have any children that lived?
So there's that. There's that.
Dang.
Bruh, you are like the crash in is something else.
I see your minions are in there trying to. I see your minions trying to edify you.
Yeah.
I see a minion. I see him in the background, like, oh, give
I
one
see
of
your trying. It's funny. It's so funny that you said edify because we see that you have your one fan in the comments that sent you the 12 cents. All right, tell your one fan to send you a galaxy. Tell him to go big or go home. Say, send me a unicorn.
I didn't know. Hey.
Go ahead, do that.
Y'all don't have to send me anything. I don't need no money. I'd advise you don't send the host any money either.
Okay.
That'd be my advice.
Anywho, Chewy.
Don't send us anything. I'm not worthy of such things either.
You, Chewy, are deplorable. You can't even answer questions. I just want you to do better at life. All right, Chewy? Just do better at life. All right? You couldn't even answer one question. And you couldn't even stick on subject. So there's that. I hope you have a good night. Or maybe unalive yourself, whichever one you choose. I don't know. Okay. Anywho, go seek help. Guys, tap the screen, share the live. Let's keep doing all of the good things. All right. Keep doing all of the good things. And if you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and request up. I think I'm going to have to change the background to another word that they don't get so offended by. Remember when when Hillary called them deplorable and they had a friggin' a fit? They were crying in the streets because Hillary called them deplorable, deserving of condemnation. Right? Yeah, some people deserve to be judged. Like, if you're okay with children going hungry, I'm going to judge you. Tis all. If you're okay with children going hungry, I'm going to judge you. If you are okay, you requested on purpose? Okay. There we go. Hello.
Hola. I have to tell you two quick dad jokes just to brighten your evening because I feel like
jokes. I love dad jokes
because I feel like Blaga's about to come into the chat and I'm nervous. Okay,
don't say that. Don't say that word.
I know. Okay. The first one. No offense to my blondes in the chat. Why was the blonde on the roof?
Why?
Because they told her the drinks were in the house. Okay. The second one. What does Bruce Lee drink when he's thirsty?
What does Bruce Lee drink when he's thirsty?
Water.
Okay, Sean, I'm gonna need you to go. Bye. Oh my God. Yeah, drop some hearts in the chat for Shauna. Thank you. That was funny. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I did. I love dad jokes. I'm gonna laugh at the dad joke could be the most awful joke in the world. I'm gonna laugh at it because it's a dad joke. It's so funny. What? Okay, I'm gonna have to commit that one to memory. I'm telling that tomorrow on Liv's panel.
See, there you go. See, look what I did.
You. Okay. Thank you for the material.
Bye. Of course. Bye, guys.
Bye. Drop some hearts in the chat for Shauna, y'all. That was fun. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I don't know much of nothing. So there's that. All right. Okay, Twitch and Tube, we are back. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm so sorry. My apologies. All right, Twitch and YouTube, thank you so much for being here tonight. All right, if you're not following me on YouTube, please go ahead and do so. It's Everything with Erica is the name. It's super free to do so. All right, and one last thing, guys, we do have a daily donation goal of $150. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo, and I also have a Zelle, Everything with Erica 9. It's the best way to support the live. I definitely get all the proceeds instead of TikTok taking it all. All right. Oh, Shauna sent you a corgi.
Thank you, Shauna, for the corgi.
W's for Shauna. Oh no, drop some
W's
hearts.
for Shauna.
Drop some hearts. This is a heart, right?
The big bright ones. Drop the hearts with the little gem in it, right? The regular hearts aren't enough. Put the one with the gem in it.
The one in the gem?
You ain't seen that one? Hold on. I got you.
Okay.
It's right here.
Not the one with the gem.
Well,
hey, Shauna. Dexter. Anywho, guys, let's keep doing all other good things while we are here. And if you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and request up. All right. So Hector, how has it been going? Have you been able to talk to the Trump supporters?
It was my last live 2-3 days ago. We have some interesting individuals. Had a guy come up and say that he voted for Donald Trump and he loved that Donald Trump was cutting Medicare, Medicaid.
What?
And we had Kit came up and they mentioned how recently Kit just had their benefits cut and they're no longer able to get therapy through their Medicare.
Oh and my God.
He volunteered to be her therapist. So that was fun. Outside of that, no, just kind of the same old, avoiding talking about the Epstein files, bringing up the month surplus as if it's supposed to mean anything substantial.
Oh my gosh, that month surplus. I really wish someone would say that nonsense over here. I thought that's where the guy we were just speaking with was going to go, because I can't wait to tell him why. It's a numbers trick, guys. It's not real. We didn't really have a surplus. All right. It's basically like the military payday along with other stuff. So basically the 1st of June fell on a weekend. It fell on a Sunday. And so because of that, bills expenses for the month of June were shifted to the end of May, thus making it appear that we had a surplus. That's why you don't see them touting and celebrating the surplus in the month of July, because there is no friggin' surplus. I want them to stop. Like, if you had a surplus in the month of June, and that's also because of business taxes coming in, along with taxes that people pay who live overseas, they have to pay coming in. That happened. So that was some extra money, along with the tariff money, which I don't understand why you're so excited about, like, paying a double tax. They're like, yeah, we collected this much in tariffs. We collected $100 billion.
Even if there was, say I need to make $700 in a week, and I go out every single day, and every single day I make 25, but I make 300. I'm still cooked. It's still negative. What's the number, Erica? 1.3 something trillion deficit we still have?
Yeah, 1.3 trillion. Yes.
So it's like, what are we talking about?
What are we doing? Like, why are we excited about this? It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, but
and we really can't trust the numbers now.
Oh, absolutely not. And I'm going to keep saying it. A Trump supporter ain't met a lie they didn't believe. All right. Hi. Is it Supreme?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Superman.
Hi. Is it Superman? I can't see. I can't see with my glasses on.
Super
will be fine.
Okay, Super. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All right. So, Super, I think that you're deplorable. Do you want to prove me wrong?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
But why do you think I'm deplorable?
All right, because you voted for Donald Trump. It's as simple as that.
Okay, well, that seems kind of basic.
It is. I'm a basic bitch. So go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think just, when weighing the two options, I think Trump was the easy choice. I think Kamala's policy was pretty regressive, and I think
I really want to hear about that regressive policy. But real quick, what's the most deplorable thing Donald Trump has done to you?
To me personally, or what do you mean, like, but through policy?
In general, what's the most deplorable thing you think he's ever done?
The most deplorable thing Trump's done, I take issue, I don't know, off the top of my head, I take issue with his stance on Jerome Powell and influencing interest rates. And I think the one that would take the cake would be the Trump coin. I think that's probably the most deplorable.
Why is that?
Because he's using his political standing to essentially manipulate and cash in on something. I don't think that politicians, like especially the president, should be able to do that. And I hope some legislation passes.
6,000%. I agree with you. Not to mention he's backing the crucifixion of people like Josh Hawley for the bill he co-sponsored to end insider trading in Congress, and he doesn't like the sound of that. So clearly, we see where he aligns there when it comes to his pockets. But yeah, okay, you can be somewhat objective. Good stuff. Carry on, Erica.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Donald Trump has made, what was it, $500 million so far as president.
Yeah, I don't really. It's not so much about him making money. Like if he made money in other means, I don't like.
No,
like,
it's
for
because
example,
of the coin, though.
Yeah,
because of crypto.
Oh yeah, with the crypto thing, it's bad. I like, for example, like Obama selling merchandise. Like I don't take issue with that. I think it's fine. But when it comes to like manipulating a cryptocurrency or something like that, I think that's deplorable for sure. And the left doesn't talk about it.
Did he say Obama selling merchandise?
He said he doesn't mind Obama selling merchandise.
Yeah, like Obama sold a lot of merch during his run.
Merch, like books. I mean, I know he wrote
books. Like he sold. Oh my God, what was it?
I'm sorry, guys. Hold on one moment. I'm sorry, chat. I know. Obama ain't the president. That just caught my attention because I'm like, what? What? Obama sold merch while as president?
Yeah, he sold t-shirts, hoodies, caps, socks.
Was that
bags.
Obama specifically? Was that more so the Democrats? I don't know if Obama having a business of his own and doing so. Even if he did, I don't care. But that was kind of new to me.
Well, as part of his political campaign, he like raised hundreds of millions selling merchandise.
Well, that's campaigning. Yeah, I would expect that for.
Yeah, but that all went to his administration, right? And to like the same way that Trump making money like goes to Trump and his administration.
Well, little different.
That's a lot different.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No, the crypto numbers that you guys are referencing, that was like the Trump admin that made money. Like it wasn't just Trump. There was people in his admin that were involved as well.
Sure. But Trump also has several other businesses and ways he's been making money off of his name and his presidency. If you go to
he was just promoting a cologne.
Yeah.
He has a whole website full of merchandise. I don't want to necessarily harp on this thing right here, but for you to say that President Obama was selling merchandise as president, that is untrue. The only time that President Obama sold merchandise as president is when he was running for re-election in 2008. That's the only time that he did that. Outside of that, he did not sell merchandise. Now, third-party vendors did sell it. I can attest to that because, like, being where I'm from, people definitely were excited that Obama was president, and they definitely sold his likeness, his image. But Obama having a website where people could go and still donate to while he was president, like outside of the campaign, like the election cycle, that's false.
He literally sold books and was part of multiple
he had a book after he left office. He wrote another book after he left office. He did have a book prior to, but he wasn't promoting nor selling a book on a website. So I'm not. You're wrong.
My original point is like I take no issue with presidents or political people making money in like legitimate ways. My issue was with Trump was specifically on the crypto thing. I don't have a problem if Trump or Obama or any other president does like Netflix deals or whatever. Like that doesn't matter.
Well, after they leave office, I don't care what they do. But while they're in office, I do care what they do and how they make money, especially when they're starving Americans and there hasn't been any legislation brought forth to actually help them when you have control of the House and the Senate. I mean, like what? Like, okay. So you don't have a problem with it. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to let you have it. You don't have a problem with it. Like, why did you vote for Donald Trump?
I guess primarily it would be like economic policy, and then there was just like a lot of cultural things and immigration and international policy, like like foreign affairs.
Economic policy.
Cultural things.
And he said cultural things. Which one you want to do, Hack? Do you want to do the cultural or you want to do the economics? Which one you want to do? I'm curious about the cultural one.
I'm very curious about that, but I want to save that one for later because I'm gonna get spicy for that one. I feel like.
Okay.
And I had
Sounds
an
good.
agreement with him. I want to keep that agreement going as long as possible.
Okay.
I like that.
Okie dokie. All right, guys. So while we're talking to Super, please continue to tap that screen. Share the live. Let's keep doing all of the good things, guys. Show Hector all the love. All right. His pay links are in his bio also. And I want to hear him say thank you throughout the night. Also, guys, we do have a $150 daily donation goal up on the screen here. Pay links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo, along with the Zelle, everything with Erica 9. Thank you so much for the love, the support, the encouragement, and most definitely the engagement. Let's talk to Super about economics. So what about Trump's economic policy is it that you like?
I'm in huge favor of tax cuts just in general.
Thank you, Sheila.
I think during the first terms, the numbers that came out were pretty favorable for him. I agree with the increase in child tax credit and earned income tax credit that he had. I agree with the incentives when it came to capital provisions for, reshoring manufacturing and opening up essentially pro-growth strategy. He had a deduction. You guys, I'm sure you're familiar with the 100% deduction, and then over every year it went down by 20% or whatever.
But with Donald Trump's, but you mentioned the deductions and whatnot, but with Donald Trump's first iteration of the TCJA, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, all right, weren't people they weren't able to itemize as much as they once did. Is that right?
And there are several exemptions that
You
I
mean
could not
corporate?
utilize after the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act was passed. I was kind of pissed about it.
Yeah. Because
You mean
I'm
corporations,
reading here and it says that in 2017, so this is prior to the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. So basically returns taken in 2017, 31% of all individual income tax returns had itemized deductions compared to just 9% in 2020.
About SALT, like state and local tax?
I mean, there's a lot of them. There was the SALT and local taxes one. There was the mortgage interest, the charitable contributions, medical expenses. Also, basically, it took away the employee expenses, the tax preparation fees, and like a bunch of other deductions that it took away for people. So they weren't able to itemize them. So, like, go
they
ahead.
closed a lot of, but I think that's generally positive. Like, I think if you give people money back in taxes and close some deductions and loopholes, I think overall that's a much cleaner philosophy when it comes to writing tax code. I don't think it's positive for the average person to have an enormous tax code that has a ton of exceptions and deductions. So, yeah.
Okay, so because of the way that my brain works, all right? So let's say, for example, I normally get a $5,000 tax refund. That means I paid $5,000 extra throughout the year, and I was able to, itemize, let's say, my employee expenses. I was able to do that. I was able to itemize my medical expenses along with my charitable contributions. What else could I have done? And I could itemize my mortgage interest. I could do that. All right. So we got the $5,000. All right. That's why I normally got it. But Donald Trump gave me a tax cut, right? He gave me a tax cut. I'm in the middle class. All right. And my tax cut averaged to be about $900 a year. All right. Okay. So we have that part. All right. But I can't take in the standard deduction. All right. Wasn't the standard deduction, was it $12,000? I want to know that exact amount so I can make sure I write it down.
I think he doubled it. It used to be 6,500. It went to 12,000 or 13,000 or something.
Yeah, the standard deduction, yes, was doubled at the cost of, again, losing several exemptions.
Exactly.
It was temporary.
Because it's basically like, all right, you're giving me, let's say, $13,000, but I'm paying $15,000. So isn't the difference between the two, let's say $2,000? So I'm not actually getting anything back. I'm paying more.
I mean, it depends how the math works out. Like
exactly. So like that's why I'm
right.
like, where did you see that people actually were receiving like actually got more money back?
I would look at IRS statistics for percentage of they have income brackets and how much each bracket paid into the system. And the federal burden on the top 1% increased heavily during Trump. It was about 39% of all taxes were paid under Obama by the 1%. Under Trump, currently it's like 46%. And it's
the increase was due to record-breaking profits, not exactly them paying.
Which is exactly what it's record-breaking profits. Are you familiar with broadening the tax base?
Yeah,
like the concept. Yeah, it's people reported higher incomes due to lower rates. So yeah, I mean, you intake more from the higher earners.
I mean, the median household income for low and middle class would be due to different factors, not necessarily the corporations putting that into their businesses and just regular pay increases.
Nothing to do with corporate. I'm just talking about like individual income tax, like individuals, not corporations. A whole different. I'm not talking about the corporate tax rate.
Got you.
I'm talking about just federal income tax. We see that under Republican policy, because this is not just exclusive to Trump, but it also happened during Reagan and JFK, actually, who was a Democrat. When they cut taxes, they actually saw the top 1% pay more in taxes because their reported income was higher because there's more incentive, and we saw economic growth.
I mean, you're not completely wrong. I would say the concern is still long-term. And then the cost of how we end up paying for those tax cuts, which via things like the Big Beautiful Bill or even the original Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, it's usually meaning stepping on poor people, stepping on our benefits, reducing things for mental health, suicide hotlines, so on and so forth. So someone has to pay for it. And if anyone pays, I'd much rather it not be people who barely have enough to get by.
I mean, what we saw, they saw the highest relative gains. The bottom, you're talking about like the bottom 40%, they saw the highest relative gains. If you actually look at relative changes of tax.
How are you tying that to the Tax Cuts and Job Act specifically?
You're saying how?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they expanded, I think they doubled the child tax credit and they expanded the earned income tax credit, which is
so
more
it was
money.
2021.
Yeah, and many of those were limited.
What was that?
No, 2021 was.
Oh, no. I'm not talking to you. I'm reading something. Go ahead. You're talking to Hector. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad.
You're fine.
Yeah, they expand, like if you actually look at the relative gains, I think that it was the bottom 20% paid an effective tax rate that was 28.3% lower, something like that. I'd have to look up the exact number. It was 27.8% lower because they expanded the credits. So I'm looking at effective tax rate changes across income brackets. The bottom 50% of the country paid a lower overall burden. And the top 1% paid it.
Entire Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, or we're talking about for the first couple of years before some of those adjustments were taken away, because no one can deny there was initial benefit to the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act.
So the most recent data we have is up to like 2021, 2022. They don't have like the data for the last 3 years. So just based on the data, from 2017 to 2021, we can see the trends, and the trends overwhelmingly favor the bottom half.
What took place afterwards into the Biden administration was vastly different. We have some assessments from the ITEP that showed slightly different.
Biden didn't change the tax code.
Yes, it's the same tax plan, but some things are expired. What's up, Nemo?
I agree. That's
what's up.
So I know that in 2018 that the tax revenue did not increase, and they saw a slight increase in so the money collected, they saw a slight increase in 2019, and then the pandemic hit, and then basically they saw it didn't do what it was supposed to do. Basically, it didn't do it. The people stopped getting tax refunds, so there was that, and then exactly. I know, Neely. I know.
So hold on a minute. What do you mean it didn't increase?
The tax revenue for 2018, it didn't increase. It didn't. They didn't collect more in taxes in 2018.
And
so that's
to
what the
what,
concerns
2016,
are.
2017?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, compared to 2017, because of the fact that that's the Tax Cuts and Job Act went into place in 2018 because Trump signed it in 2017. Hold on one moment. Oh, hey, Phil, how am I supposed to explain this here? Oh, it's misleading. Phil, do you want to come up and explain this? Because I don't want to misstate it, but you always can come up, Phil. Okay. Because yeah, you're not, it's not right. It was projected to bring in a larger amount than it actually did, and even accounting for inflation, it still brought in low tax revenue. Like reading from CAP, all right, and I'm just giving you the source, the Center for American Progress. All right, it states here that federal revenues remain below the levels that were projected before the enactment of the TCJA, regardless of whether measured as a percentage of the economy, adjusted just for inflation, or adjusted for both inflation and growth in the adult population. I'm no economics expert, all right, so I don't even try to pretend to be one on TV.
I think I hear you. Yeah, like I mean, the general theory is that usually when tax cuts happen, there's an initial dip, but it usually not only regains, but has record revenues, which is exactly what we saw with not only corporate tax, but federal income tax. Like corporate tax took a huge dip 2017, 2018, and 2019, but not only did it recover inflation adjusted, but now it's records intake. It's the same with federal income tax. And not only that, but the top earners are paying more into the system than they were before.
Again, I don't really think that's a good indication.
I don't think so either.
That's an argument
if
for
in isolation, you might be right in isolation that it's not a good indication, but historically we've seen the same thing multiple times throughout history. So, I mean, I think the theory has held.
I don't like the sound of them making more money. And yes, there's an argument to be made that that money will go into more jobs and giving people more jobs. Sure, not necessarily careers. It doesn't help with their education. And then again, long term, just isolating themselves off from the rest of the world more and more, them getting more involved in our politics. I don't. I would say individually, just isolated by itself and broadly, it's not necessarily a good thing. It'll look good in numbers, sure, but then where that money is going is my concern.
Hey, Phil.
By the way, I just looked it up. Hold on a minute.
Sure.
If you take out corporate tax rates is the reason there was a slight drop. But actually, if you just look at individual income tax receipts, it did increase 2017. So the numbers I have here.
What site are you looking at?
This is OMB historical tables. If you look at 2016 and 2017, so 2016 was 1.67 trillion.
God, I'm not
2017
from the White House.
2017 was 1.7 trillion, and 2018 was 1.73, and so on and so forth. And then it takes a dip in COVID in 2020. But overall, the Trump years did take in more than the Obama years in federal income tax.
All right. So
You can
Nemo,
use CBO or OMB or whatever.
all right, Nemo, Hector, and I are gonna be quiet. All right, for this part of the conversation. I'm getting about like 5 to 10 minutes tops. All right. I have 2 of my economic experts on the panel. All right, because if I'm not sure of something, I'm okay with someone else explaining it. I do not claim to know everything. So with that being said, I have Phil and Aaron here. All right. Super. You can commence to have the conversation with them, and then we'll go from there. Hey, Phil.
Hello.
Hi.
All
right.
Aaron's here. Aaron knows more than I do.
Aaron does. That's I wanted to call on her first, but I was trying to go in order because I'm like a school teacher. All right. But like, Aaron, do the thing.
So you are correct. 2017, 2018. and 2019, there was an increase in tax returns. What happened after 2019? And it wasn't because of the Ponderosa.
The what?
The pandemic.
That's what we call the big sick. That's what I call it.
The big sick.
Well, the economy shut down.
No. That because remember, income was supplemented by the stimulus and the payroll tax, the payroll credit, where you could still be underemployed and still take home your same payroll paychecks. So why was there a decrease in income why did it actually people owe more in taxes starting in 2020? It has nothing to do with the Ponderosa.
I mean, I would say that 20% or whatever unemployment rate has something to do
No,
with it.
sir, because even though you were underemployed, you still were getting unemployment. You were, which was your salary. You were still getting the stimulus, as well as you had the earned income tax credit for employers to keep you employed and still pay you so that you didn't lose your job. So no, I'll tell you the answer since you're doing this thing I like to call willfully obtuse. So the reason why income taxes increased for hi, I'm still speaking. So sorry.
You brought up the earned income tax.
Let her finish, and then you'll be able to respond. Super, it's cool. It's cool. We're all having a civil conversation here. I promise.
Yeah. So the reason why the income taxes increased for middle and lower class Americans was because the TCJA was a regressive tax policy, which means the things that middle and lower class Americans use to get bigger tax returns in 2017, 2018, 2019, starting in 2020, that was taken away. Not only was those things taken away, but according to the TCJA, those who made under $250,000 a year actually had to pay back their tax cut that they got those first 3 years, and their taxes were going to increase every single year until it expires. That's why under Joseph R. Biden, people owed more in taxes, so much they thought that Biden changed the tax code.
So a couple things. You mentioned the earned income tax credit and the child tax credit. Those are refundable tax credits. They're not included. They're not taxable when individuals receive them. So stimulus in general is not taxed. So to say that, oh, these things supplement and that we should have seen the similar tax numbers, that's absolutely false. These refundable tax credits are not taxed. They're not taxable credits. So it's perfectly natural that if we experience 18 to 20% unemployment rates, yes, the tax base has been destroyed. Therefore, you will lose. I think what was lost was multiple hundreds of billions of dollars. That's not. I think it was $150 billion lost or something. So you're just wrong about earned income tax credit.
Is it not income?
Earned income tax credit is not.
Is it not income?
No, it's not. It's refundable.
So it's not considered income. So you don't. So no. So if you got the child tax credit, you didn't have to report that on your taxes.
Refundable. No, you do not.
That's not what I'm asking. You're trying to splice hairs. I asked you a very specific question. If you got the child tax credit, did you have to report that on your taxes? Yes or no?
Listen, you have to report.
Yes or no? Did you have to report that on your taxes?
Yes, you report it, but you're not.
Was that not considered additional income?
It's refundable.
Was it not considered additional income?
No, it was not.
Yes, it was, and it's not being disingenuous.
No, it's not. You literally you should look up how refundable tax credits work. They're not counted as income for taxes. Like the EIT,
so where do they put it on their taxes? They just put it under charity. They just put it under. Hey, I got this money, but just don't count it. Was that the section they put that under?
It's announced. I'm not saying that it's not announced. I'm just saying it's not counted as income for taxes, and you can look that up.
Sure.
I'm very sure. Yes, it is. That's what a refundable tax credit is. That's why the TCJA expanded those two, because those are very progressive examples of taxes for the bottom earners. If it was non-refundable, you might have a point, but these are refundable tax credits, and anybody can fact check me.
The EITC EITC is a refundable tax credit designed to help low to moderate income workers and families reduce their tax burden and potentially receive a refund. It reduces the amount of taxes owed and can result in a refund even if no taxes were withheld. You report it as income, and because of the tax deduction reducing your liability, you either owed less or you owed nothing at all and you got a refund back. That is the way that it worked.
Type in, is it counted as income for tax purposes? Ask that question.
Who is she? I'm sorry. Who is she? What? Huh? Who is she
He's
asking a
trying
question
to, what he's trying to do is he's trying to pivot and change the conversation to make his point valid. Because you absolutely had to have earned income to qualify for the earned income tax credit, hence the name earned income tax credit.
I never disagreed with that. I completely agree with that. I'm saying that it's not counted as income for tax purposes. It's not taxable, in other words. So like you position this that the TCJ, that the drop in revenues it shouldn't have happened because essentially this stimulus would be taxed, or these programs would be taxed, right? But these programs, this earned income tax credit and child tax credit, when they expanded it, like in 2021, when Biden expanded it, that's not taxable. That's my whole point. I'm not saying you don't report it as income. I'm just saying that.
Okay, fine. You know what? For sake of argument, I'll give you that win. Now, explain to me why taxes increased on middle class Americans under Biden.
I wouldn't say it was so much taxes increased. I don't think taxes...
in the chat, if you paid taxes under Joseph R. Biden, did your taxes go up annually? Yes or no?
No, I don't think so. We were under the same tax code. What happened was inflation hit.
No, sir. It's a regressive tax policy. I encourage you to actually look at the way the TCJA was written. It's the same way the Big Beautiful Bill is written. For the first 3 years, that no tax on tips, that no tax on overtime, I'm going to be saving so much money. And then what happens after that third year? Those tax deductions or those tax credits go away and you owe more taxes. It's a regressive tax policy. That is why it was skewed to the rich, because middle and lower class Americans, they lost their tax credits. The 1% in corporations did not. That is why, as everyone is saying in the chat, their taxes went up every single year. And I know you're going to say the deduction was doubled. It was a standard deduction, but most people itemize in order to save on their money, on their taxes.
I mean, I said it before. Maybe you weren't before you were here. That literally the top earners paid more under TCJA and continue.
No, what you're looking at, you're actually looking at the amount and not the percentage. Someone who makes $50,000, if they're paying 37% of their income, and I'm just using that, I know they're not in that tax bracket, but if they're paying 37% of their income in taxes, it has more of a hit than someone that has $500 million and they're paying 37% of their income. So yes, will that amount be more? Absolutely. But is the burden going to be, is a harder burden to swallow on a billionaire or on someone who's barely making $150,000 a year? That is the argument you need to be having on the fairness of our taxation system.
I've had this argument many times. The top 1% literally paid more, both as in real terms, in like nominal, whatever you want to call it, nominal terms, and as a percentage of total income.
I don't think anyone's denied that they paid more.
Exactly.
So then what's the issue?
I just explained it to you that, again, willfully obtuse. You heard the conversation and you heard why it's an issue, but you ignored everything that I just said to make your point. Well, they pay more in taxes. Yes, they pay more in taxes, but the burden of what that tax liability is compared to their $100 million versus someone with $50,000. It is more the person who's paying 37, and I'm just using 37%. I know that's the highest one and they're not qualified for that. But if a billionaire is paying a 37% tax on their taxable income, most wealthy people do not have an income. They make their money from investments. They make their money from capital gains. So they have tax loopholes which obfuscate what they're actually paying on where they're making their real money. Middle and lower class Americans do not have that option. So if you are making $100,000 and you have to pay a 22% tax on your income, that's going to have a bigger burden that you have to swallow and bear and pay back than someone who is not even being taxed on all the money that they are making within the year. And that is why the taxation system is unfair.
Aaron, can I try to repeat the argument back to you? So like you tell me if I'm right. Yeah, I'm gonna steel man your argument. You're essentially saying that the marginal tax rate, what's on the TCJA, all the marginal ones that were reduced, is more. It ends up being more of a burden on the lower and middle classes than on the top 1% or the top earners.
Yes, pretty much.
Okay, so all you would have to do is compare marginal tax rate versus effective tax rate. And if you do that, you will find that I am correct and you are wrong.
No.
The effective tax rate, the marginal tax rates decreased in every bracket, but the effective tax rate for the top 1% actually increased. And for the top earners, it increased, and it decreased for many of the other ones. You can look at these. These are called relative drops. It's called a relative percentage drop. How you calculate it is absolute drop divided by initial tax rate times 100. And what I'm saying is that the top earners paid more, right? Both, despite having lower marginal tax rates, they had higher effective tax
They're going
rate.
to always pay more because they make more money. They have a larger pool to pay taxes from. No, it does. And that is why this conversation has to be had, because the way that you're phrasing this conversation, you're saying they already pay more. They're paying more than their fair share. No, they're not. If you actually compare and I'm going to use percentage, but I don't mean actual percentage. For instance, if someone has $500 and someone has $100 and you owe the government $50, is the person with $500 that owes the government, are they really going to feel it? Or with the person that has $100 and they owe the government $50, are they going to feel it more? That is the conversation simplified that we need to be having, because you can talk about tax rates and the percentage and all that stuff. They will always have a higher dollar amount that they are paying, 100%.
I know.
But when it comes to,
go ahead.
But when it comes to the bottom line, that they have deductions, they have loopholes, they can write things off, like they can write off their private jets, they can write off a $256 million wedding, they can write all of these off as expenses that the normal taxpayer does not have. So their tax liability, which increased every year per the TCJA, you can go to Center for Budget Priorities, you can go to ITEP, hell, you can go to the Conservative Tax Foundation, that all went through this bill, all came to the same conclusion, that the temporary tax relief that everyone got was temporary for middle and lower class Americans, and that bill was skewed to the corporations and the rich. So if you want to make it fair, you have to look at everything in totality and not just take one little piece that they're technically paying more money to say, yep, they are absolutely paying their fair share. We shouldn't be taxing them anymore.
Has nothing to do with
wow. So from a person who I just got this text message, I'm not even kidding. I'm not going to say their name because I'm not going to put them out there like that. But it is one of my economic advisors. All right. They said I could use their name if I want to, but I'm not. All right. So in 2024, they paid $600K in federal income taxes. And that's after all of the tax loopholes. And it's a large dollar amount, they said. So it's a large amount, but it is a smaller percentage of what they actually made. Now I want to be nosy. How much did you make? What did you make? Tell me. I won't tell nobody. I'm sorry, I'm sending a text message. But yeah, so it's actually a smaller percentage. That's for someone who is in the bracket where they can actually take advantage of those tax loopholes that you and Aaron are discussing here. And so their tax burden was less.
We're not going to disagree on that. As a percentage of their income,
They
did
made
pay
more
less.
than 3 million, less than 15.
Yes, as a percent when tax brackets are reduced.
But it's kind of proving the point.
No, it's not, because
It
what
kinda
you're
is, though.
missing.
What am I
what you're
missing?
what you're missing is it's called, you can look this up. These are all economic terms. It's elasticity of taxable income. It increased. So yes, they made more money, like the top 1% did make and claim more money, but the effective share of the total burden that they paid also increased. In my opinion, that is a desirable outcome because you're getting higher revenues and it's loaded more heavily on the top earners. Keep in mind, the US has one of the most progressive tax systems in the world. We have
but wrong, because the TCJA in a 10-year span, the projections is that the TCJA is going to be a negative 1.65 trillion in revenue losses, even when you adjust for inflation. So I've got to look it up because I had this the other day. So when you look at, again, you're twisting it to find certain things of just that their number that they're paying is higher. But again, even though that
as a percentage, it's higher. As a percentage of total taxes paid, it's higher.
Let me know when I can finish.
Yeah, because I want to get into the cultural stuff too. I was think that's going to be find that interesting.
I just feel like you're misrepresenting my point, but sure, go ahead.
Nusha.
So
me too, Miss Loretta. I'm so sorry, Aaron.
No, you're good.
You know
good.
I love you.
Listen, this is your house. I'm a guest.
Shout out to Miss Loretta for the $2. Miss Loretta said, "Happy Thursday. Can't wait for the jokes tonight." I know that's right, Miss Loretta. Me too. Talking about it, I feel like I'm in Econ 105 or something. All right, I'm sorry, guys. But I'm learning. I was taking notes and listening. Now I know what elasticity of taxable income is. So like, what? That's crazy. Something about marginal and whatnot.
Because here's one thing that
exactly, Amanda.
Because no one has ever said that the taxes from the wealthy are not large amounts. No one has ever said that. But when it comes to the actual impact of taxes, the burden of the tax code, how it is now, falls on middle and lower class Americans. When you are able to use your capital gains from an investment to buy another company tax-free and still generate wealth for you, that's a problem. But it's allowed in the tax code because most wealthy individuals, the clients that I represent, they do not get their income from, it's not income. It's passive income. It's investments. It's all these other things. So even if you are taxing that one part of the money that they are making, there's 200 million in other revenue that they are bringing in that is not taxable because of the loopholes. That is the problem.
But Aaron, what you're forgetting is that the reason that they're bringing in more revenue is because it's specifically because these are pro-growth tax codes.
Wrong. Back in the day, we had an effective tax rate of 90%. And what did we do with that?
These were low.
We absolutely made the middle class. Since Reagan, we have done trickled. I just report history. If you don't believe me, look it up. That is how we created the middle
burden on the top earners.
Since Reagan, excuse me. Hi, thank you. Since Reagan, Republicans have implored trickle-down economics. And every single time a Republican has been in office, we have saw massive job losses. We have saw recessions and or close to depressions. And we have seen a stagnation in the economy. Then Democrats get back in office, they fix it. Bill Clinton, with Republicans, bipartisanship, raised taxes on corporations and the rich folks. What happened? For the first time, we actually had a budget surplus. Then Bush came in, another Republican, trickle-down economics. All of that was wiped away. Then we got into a conflict, and then we had the Great Recession. Then Obama came in, had to rescue the economy and actually recover the economy, got jobs back. Everyone was making money. The economy was doing great. Then Donald Trump came in with the tax cuts for the corporations, and we had another recession that was hidden by the Panderosa. But we could see in 2019, 1 year, if we look at manufacturing jobs from the U.S. Fed, we saw the economy stagnating and we saw a loss in jobs before the Panderosa. That shows you that had the Panderosa not happened, his economic policies will be doing what we're seeing do right now. We are seeing job losses. We are seeing a contraction in the economy for the first quarter. The second quarter went back up because remember Q4 they were buying up all the inventory because to beat the tariffs. Tariffs came in Q1. We saw a contraction. Q2 you had to buy the inventory again. We have over $150 billion in tax revenue, which is a tariff. And that comes again, another tax burden for middle and lower class Americans because the top 1% and corporations don't care about that because they just raise their prices because they're beholden to their shareholders, not the American public. This is just history.
But hold on. Actually, no, I don't want to talk about economics anymore. I just want to close it with this, and it's something that Hector actually said. Listen, the TCJA, the actual impact of it has been complicated by the pandemic. All right, because we had a bunch of different factors come into play.
Without a doubt.
Well, actually, yeah, we did. All right, with the massive unemployment.
He said without a doubt.
Oh, he said without a doubt. Okay, I couldn't hear him because when people talk, I can't hear if I'm talking. Sorry about that, Super. But yeah, like it was just complicated. Like the actual impact of it, numbers wise, getting into minutia of it. I guess you two are interpreting things, of course, differently. But with that being said, the everyday American, all right, they saw the impact on their tax returns. All right. They saw the impact. A lot of them have actually agreed, the ones that's making less than, $75,000 a year saw that they weren't getting a return or a refund. They saw that they were actually paying more in taxes, so on and so forth. All right. So we can have a conversation for another 15 hours about the minutia of the TCJA. All right. We just know that long term, unless Trump gives us another pandemic, we're going to see the impact. And in my opinion, is not going to be good for people. The middle and the lower class are going to suffer the most while the rich keep getting richer per usual, because the only thing that trickles down is, say it with me, guys, piss. All right. Aaron, guys, can you hold on one moment, guys? All right. We're going to move forward here, but can you please show Erin before she leaves? Can you please show her all the actual love that there is? Light up her gifts. Give her a follow. She is like the economics guru. She's the absolute best, and I simply adore her. Thank you so much for being here, Erin. I appreciate you, love.
You're welcome.
Hang out for like 2-3 minutes. All right. Yeah. We're going to take care of you.
Shout out to Sean in the comments because I'm seeing some crazy shit that she's catching down there.
Thank you, Shauna. Shauna's the best. I can't say it out loud. I can't have favorites. Neely, Shauna, Corey. All right. Who else is here? Chris is here. Like all of my mods. Favorites. Yes. And I have one rogue mod, but he's behaving himself tonight. So I'm very proud of him. All right. Hi, Brian up top. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Brian stayed on mute that whole time. I'm starting to think that Brian didn't mean to be here. I sent you a request to unmute, love.
Maybe a friendly.
I think so too. The way they stayed on mute. All right, Brian, I'm going to let you down, love. All right, let's see here. If you are a Trump supporter, go ahead and request up. Let's have a conversation. Sir, in the chat. That's a mod. I have no idea what you're talking about. None whatsoever. All right. Thank you so much for stopping by, Erin. I appreciate you, love.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me up. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Thank you. Draw some hearts in the chat for Aaron, y'all. All right. And also, I didn't say it, but draw some hearts in the chat for Miss Loretta. Thank you so much, Miss Loretta, for getting our daily donation goal started. We're 148 away from our daily donation goal. Pay links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. All right. Also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. It's the best way to support the live. Thank you so much for the love, the support, the encouragement, and most definitely the engagement. All right. And while my co-host Hector is here, and we also have Nemo joining us for a bit, show them all the love too, guys. Let's just keep doing all of the good things. All right. So Superman, here's the deal. You mentioned earlier, you said that like it was some cultural things that you voted for Donald Trump for.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Like, can you go into those, like expound on that for us, please?
Yeah, I think that the DEI craze was taking the country in a negative direction. I think there was some other
DEI
issues.
craze is wild.
Well, it was a craze. Do you know how many executive orders Biden signed that were DEI?
A DEI craze is wild. No, how many did he sign?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8.
I'm sorry, you have a list?
I do. I wrote down a list because
What are some of these? What are the numbers of some of these?
Executive Order 14035, Executive Order 14091, 14020, 14031.
Are any of them 14006?
No.
024? No. Okay, keep going.
No. 14045, 13985, 14049, and 13988.
What exactly did those executive orders entail?
Essentially, a lot of them revolved around federal requirements for federal agencies, like for hiring. So, like the first one I mentioned, 14035. That one is called Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion and Accessibility in the Federal Workforce. And essentially, it was mandates for hiring and promotion and things like that. All of these are basically the same themes. But you can read it if you want.
To my knowledge, none of these involved any quota specifically. It was just directives to encourage diversity.
I guess maybe officially they didn't have any quotas. I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up.
They most certainly did not.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it wasn't full on affirmative action, but
well, hold on, time out. Let's lay a groundwork here, first of all. All right, so first things first is DEIA. The A stands for accessibility. All right. Do you know what DEIA is?
Yeah, generally I do.
What is it?
I mean, the 4 words are diversity, equity.
No, not the acronym, love. What's the function of it?
It depends on who you ask. It's very ideological.
It's actually not. It does have a function.
Diversity okay, so let's start with diversity. Diversity of what?
You want us to break it down Barney style for you?
Yeah, actually, if you would. Is it diversity of, shoe sizes? Is it diversity of hair color? Like what is it?
I know, right? Big dog, here we go.
Well, let's break it down.
No. Here's the deal. All right. If you have a problem with something, you have to be able to tell us what that something actually is. So no, I am not going to do it. All right.
Ooh,
the 300 and hold on, super. I just want to say something. The 385 people that are in here right now, I'm pretty sure at least 250 of them have heard me go over DEIA before. So they know where I stand. They know what I know. All right. With that being said, I'm asking you what you know, super. And it's okay, guys. You don't have to mute them. All right. So, super, please tell us, what is the functionality of DEIA?
So to me, I mean, I'll just give my brief definition, and we can.
I don't like when people say my definition because,
Well,
right? And I'm not asking you for a definition. I'm asking you what the function of it is.
Okay, for me, the function of it is to essentially give priority to immutable characteristics over merit. That's how I've seen it in my personal life. That's how I've seen it in the court cases. That's how I've seen it in the executive orders. It's giving priority, or it's the exaltation of immutable characteristics, such as gender.
That is wrong.
Okay, tell me how it's wrong.
Because DEIA is simply based on merit. That is what DEIA is. It is based on merit. It's not even necessarily a hiring practice. All right. What it is basically to make sure, all right, that companies do actually they see, they listen, and they provide. All right. This is part of inclusivity. They provide things that could make the workplace a lot more comfortable for those in a marginalized community. Like, let's say instead of just having stairs to get into the building, they have the ramp. They have a wheelchair ramp. All right. They have a breastfeeding room for breastfeeding mothers, you know, for lactating moms. They have that. It also includes things where people, again, merit, all right, have access to the opportunities. All right, to the internal opportunities at the company. So promotions. It also is a thing where, again, people are it's merit based, because I'm even looking at the to move forward, I'm even looking at the executive order that you mentioned, 14035, that Biden signed. And in it, under I'm going to make sure under section B, all right, where he is said to develop and issue a government-wide diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility strategic plan. All right, with that, under section 2, it says consistent with merit system principles. Is right there for you. Consistent with merit system principles. It has all. Go ahead, Hector.
No, you finish up.
Just it's always been based on merit. There's no quotas for DEIA. You can't show us any type of policy where there's a quota for DEIA.
Yeah, I was just going to add on to what you're saying. So these are often cited to be some big negative. I don't know how many people actually read this. So I'm just going to pick a random paragraph here. We'll do section 8, professional development and advancement. The director of OPM, in consultation with the deputy director for management of OMB, shall issue detailed guidance to agencies for tracking demographic data relating to
Not you, Hector. I'm talking to Neely.
Relating to participation in leadership and professional development programs and development opportunities offered or sponsored by agencies, and the rate of placement of participating employees into senior positions in agencies in manner consistent with privacy and confidentiality protections and statistical limitations. Almost done. The head of each agency shall implement the guidance issued pursuant to subsection A of this section and shall use demographic data relating to participation in the professional development programs to identify ways to improve outreach and recruitment for professional development programs offered or sponsored by the agency consistent with merit system principles. The head of each agency shall also address any barriers to access or to participation in such programs faced by members of underdeserved communities. So it's like, I don't know, does anyone have a problem with what I just read there? Did anyone hear?
It's not the language.
Sound very soft. I am trying to get into my soft guy era. Thank you very much. I'm glad it's working. So not you, super. I don't know of anything negative in what I just read there.
That's what I was trying to
I'll
figure
explain
out.
you what's negative, because oftentimes, heavily humanitarian sounding language can have negative effects despite the intentions. And
sure, depending on how it's implemented. So then you would have to have some type of example of how DEIA may have not been done properly. And I'm going to level with you. So particularly in the federal government, there was no quota system or anything of that nature. When it comes to private institutions and how they chose to individually implement any type of DEIA policies, that gets messier because we can't track every single one.
Okay, so we can agree that if quotas were implemented, it would be negative. Would you agree with that? That
quotas based off of like a specific race, that would be a little questionable. Yes,
that's called affirmative action, which was needed.
Yes. Okay, great. So we'll pin that, and we'll come back to that probably later. But when it comes to private corporations, you said that there was, as long as they're what would you say about private?
I said when it comes to private institutions, that is where we get into messier territory because each individual business has their own version of DEIA. There's no federal way, right? There's no same across the board DEIA practice for every single business. So some businesses' version of DEIA could have been a quota, right? In which case that would be against the law, that of which Trump and the Republican Party have yet to prove. But yeah, sure, maybe there's a company out there that didn't do it right. That's not a knock to DEIA.
Well, so if the company themselves decides to do it, there's nothing wrong with that. But if they are coerced to do it, would you say that would be negative?
How are they? How is? Hold on, time out.
I'm so glad you asked.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Okay. All right. So DEIA, is that a federal law?
No, I never said it was.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. No, I didn't say that you did. I'm asking you a question. All right.
Yeah.
So you know that it's not a federal law. And it's not federal policy or anything. So companies can choose to implement a DEIA program. Yes or no?
I mean, it wasn't coercive. Yeah.
How can
absolutely.
it be coercive?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. So what we saw during this DEI, I think it was back in 2017, when we saw with this DEI was that multiple what is it called? Hedge funds, like, BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, they promoted what's called an ESG initiative, right? And they straight up said they would force behaviors to align with their DEI objectives, indicating a proactive stance in promoting these values. So what does that mean? What they did was they would withhold funding from corporations that wouldn't comply with certain DEI metrics and ESG. They created an ethics and ESG committee, and essentially they would withhold funding. So what you saw as an outcome is that you saw race-based hiring, right? You saw.
Which company is this? And he did
Yeah.
say 2017. What?
Oh, how many companies? Do you know how many companies?
No. Which
Just
company?
an example.
Oh,
Sorry,
Larry
Erica.
Fink. You can look up the interview with Larry Fink. It's online. It's
No,
a
you
2017.
named the company at first. I'm asking you which company is it
yeah,
that you
BlackRock,
referenced?
State, the big index funds all would essentially withhold funding. Oh, thanks for the flower.
Here's the hiccup of what you said. If a company
Okay.
chooses to withhold funding based off of a hedge fund or whatever's lack of cooperation for inviting a merit-based system through DEIA practices, that's between the private business and whatever else they're working with. ESG here, environmental, social, and governance. This is just investing principles. This isn't any type of
But the only time merit shows up is the word merit when they put it in the policy. There's no merit involved. This is
what I'm
totally.
saying. No, what I'm saying is
How can you
anything
say that?
DEIA related
Bro,
is inherently merit based. That's the foundation of DEIA.
It's not.
Neely is next. Go ahead, Neely. Oh, guys, hold on one moment. I'm sorry,
Go
Neely.
ahead. No, go ahead.
All right. Neely is using her 10-minute co-hosting spot as a love. She gets to come up on the panel and she gets to stay here for 10 minutes and hang out with these MAGAs. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Neely. All right. But she gets to talk to them, all right, and share her knowledge. So, Neely, the floor is yours. And this time, you know what, guys, I'm actually going to do something that I rarely do because, like, my executive function is actually functioning. And I opened the calculator, but I meant to open the timer. So, Neely, go.
Okay. Quickly before I get into what I came up here to say, when you're saying that they were forced into DEI in 2017, what forced them?
You asked. It's a great question. So the ESG scores would influence whether these institutional investors would invest or hold a company, specifically BlackRock's, Vanguard, and State Street. So essentially, a high ESG score could lower borrowing costs. They could improve stock valuation.
That's not what I'm asking. You're saying that Biden implemented executive orders that then coerced companies into doing this. So tell me how he did that. How did the government cause that?
Sorry, just to be clear, the Biden executive orders were just an example of a cultural phenomenon in the federal government. I'm not saying that had anything to do with the corporate. Okay. The private sector, I'm talking about independently. So the private sector, what we saw in the private sector with these investing firms is that we saw this whole ESG movement, which DEI is a major component of. And then we saw that they would essentially withhold funding, and that had massive economic either benefits or downfalls, depending on how you want to see it.
Whose fault was that? Stuff. Yeah, seriously. Who's that on?
That's on major private institutions. I've already named them: BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street. They're the ones that promoted and established these ESG committees, or however you want to call them. And actually, even they went so far as to 1 year, it actually affected if you could be put on the was it the S&P 500? I gotta look that up, but it literally they had quotas that you had to meet to be put on, to be listed on the stock market. Let me look that up though while you talk.
Okay, so DEIA, which you don't know what it is, yet you seem to have based your vote partially on it.
Exactly what it is.
You didn't earlier when you were trying to explain it. So DEIA works in concert with the merit system. It goes hand in hand. It has not. It doesn't negate it. It doesn't work in place of it. Nothing. So DEIA is things like posting your job advertisements in more diverse places.
Mhm.
It is things like what Erica was saying about making sure that your facilities are accessible. Things that you would think people are doing anyway, but the reason they had to put policies in place is because people were not. And so that is why it exists. Now, in a merit-based system, though, once you submit your application, you meet the minimum requirements, minimum education, minimum experience requirements. That is then when your merit comes into play. So a lot of, like, I work at a public institution. So our merit system, you're required to take exams, and then you rank on an eligibility list based on your performance in the exam. Your hiring manager never meets you. Nobody ever sees you, nothing, until you walk into an interview, and they can only choose people who are in the top 3 ranks of that eligibility list, which is based solely on merit. It has nothing to do with your background, with your abilities, with anything. And so to say that it has, I don't know, it's like a lot of people like to claim that, like, the quality of hires isn't as good. If anything, they're better because they've had to prove themselves beforehand, to prove that they have the knowledge to do the job, to prove that they have the skills, that you didn't just fake it on your resume to say, oh, I did all this stuff. It's like, no, you have to show that you actually did it.
Good question, and you tell me if you agree, disagree with it. So I did look it up here. So in August 2021, and anyone can fact check me, the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, they approved NASDAQ listing rules that required NASDAQ listed companies to either have at least 2 diverse, quote unquote, directors, which is one identifying as female and another from an underrepresented racial or ethnic minority. Or
Again,
LGBT.
that's an internal policy.
No. This is a public. No, the Securities and Exchange Commission.
So are you saying the
listed-
Security
listed
and
on the
Exchange Commission required that companies have that?
Yes,
they were
approved
doing.
it.
How is that DEIA then? Because then that would sound like affirmative action. How is that DEIA?
That's my point. I think we're getting to the same page.
But I think that you're wrong.
About what?
I think that you're wrong. Keep reading it.
What wrong about what? What do you want me
You're
to read?
wrong. I think you're mixing up the I think you're mixing up the like you're mixing up the things. You're mixing up affirmative action and DEIA. Is what it sounds like.
I'm not mixing it up. I'm following the Supreme Court rulings.
They can't
right?
Hold
DEI
on,
policy,
time out, bring it back. If DEIA is not a federal policy, something that is enforceable by law, then what is the Supreme Court ruling on it?
Exactly.
Oh, that's
you're
a great
talking
question.
about affirmative action.
That is how DEI shows up in.
No,
that's not
They're
how this
different.
works. No, it's not how it works, sir. DEIA is literally a set of internal policies and procedures. It has nothing to do with the government. All right. Stop mixing it up with affirmative action. Affirmative action is something that is enforceable by law. Okay. I really want you to understand that, because you don't seem to be understanding that.
Erica, the whole premise of me coming up here on a culture debate was that I said that this was a cultural issue, not a like actual federal issue. So
no, but you're trying. No,
debate,
you literally just said that you were going to use Supreme Court cases to prove your point. But how can you use Supreme Court cases to prove your point for something that isn't actually a law? This is something that companies can choose.
Because private corporations.
He's not mixing up. He's doing it on purpose. I love that part.
Okay.
Because the way it showed up in private corporations.
You misconstrued this a little bit, right? So there's a disclosure rule. There's particularly 5606 and 5605. And what it was is that it did shoot for, like you said, at least one woman and one individual from underrepresented group. But then if they didn't hire from that pool, they were required to write I just had it. Comply or explain. Yes. Which was just explain as to why one of the people from the groups were not hired. In which case, a simple explanation would be, these were the pools of Black candidates or whatever. They didn't meet it. This was the pool of women. Maybe they didn't meet it. So all they had to do was say, hey, we didn't get to hire someone from this group here, even though that's what you're shooting for, but this is the reason why. So that's a little bit different from having a quota of you have to hire a woman and you have to hire a Black person or Latino person, so on and so forth.
Oh, so he's
Hold on.
misrepresenting the facts. Okay, Neely,
No,
also
I'm
love
not
you have
misrepresenting
3
the
minutes.
facts. The point is that every company that is listed on the Nasdaq, already listed, would have to come up with this. Do you think that is reasonable?
Yes.
Sure.
You think you think a bunch of private companies should have to explain why they do not have at least 2 quote unquote diverse directors?
Absolutely.
I think if you want to work with
Okay, so-
NASDAQ and this
so-
is their requirement, then you do it.
There
Again,
you go.
if you're not a racist company, if you're not a sexist company, this should be easy for you. If I have 5 candidates and one of them's a woman and one of them's East Asian and none of them get in the pool, and then the NASDAQ says, hey, we noticed this little discrepancy here. You want to explain why? And then I go, this motherfucker had a record and this motherfucker got fired from every job they're at beforehand. They're like, fuck it. Okay, you're good. Like this, it's just explaining why. That's all this is. It's not saying you have to pull these people. And that is the issue that I would have if it was a quota, if it was a demand that superseded their qualifications, their merit, which this is not.
All it is
Many
accountability.
examples of quotas of where I'm just giving. This was just one example of many.
But this isn't a quota, though.
Oh, I'm sure that I never said that this particular one was a quota, but I'm just saying when
If
we
you
talk
have
about
another, you're more than welcome to present it.
Yeah,
but
sure, we
I
can
would
bring
argue
up-
we
there
can
bring up-
is- I would argue there is none.
sure, let's bring up
Because
this
all of these companies, if they actually did set one, would have faced serious
Uh-oh.
legal repercussions.
What we've been saying.
Long before the Trump administration started passing these executive orders, just going after companies just because.
You do realize that also it breaks the law. Like you cannot hire someone because of that. Like that we've
Because of
had to
what?
tell some of our division heads that like they have specifically said, I want to hire this person because of their race, because of their background, and we say you cannot do that. That is a lawsuit. So it's
Agree. I think we should go back to merit-based hiring.
no, that is
would be great.
merit-based. That's what I'm saying. That's in a merit-based system. It's literally called a merit system. So that is already happening.
But anywho, this is something that never actually went into place anyways, because the appeal courts, the Circuit Court of Appeals actually tossed it. All right. And so
common
they
sense, but I'm
tossed,
just when
they
we're talking about
tossed it
culture-
out.
Yeah,
Like,
and
hold
as they
on
should have,
one
as they should have. But
moment.
when we're talking
But
about
hold on.
You don't know the reason
hold on.
why.
Can I take my last 30 seconds to just say
Yes,
one
my
thing? And then I'm
love.
out.
Go
I
ahead.
can't do this anymore. I just wanted to point out that the hypocrisy of what lovely guest is saying, in that Trump is left and right forcing private institutions to follow his anti-DEIA policies. So if you want to talk about somebody using coercion, you can go ahead and look there. So that's it. Thank you guys very much. I will be in the chat.
Thank you so
Oh,
much,
you have to
Neely.
draw
I
me.
appreciate
I don't know
you.
how.
It's
No,
okay. I
you're
got
good.
you.
All right.
Drop some hearts in the chat for Neely, y'all. And Neely just took advantage of her 10-minute co-hosting spot, which is a part of her
Ooh, can I do it?
subscription benefit. So there's that. All right. What was that,
Can I do
Hector?
it? Can I do it?
Do what?
I want to promote the subs.
Okay, go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, theys, thems, and MAGA, what you just saw Neely utilize there is a perk that allows you to go with an opposition on the panel for 10 minutes. That's double the time I have on my perk. Crazy. Very beneficial for those of you who would like to get up on the box and not wait in the request. When you really have something to say, this fantastic perk is available with that little star in the middle of the screen up there. If you press that button and you pay whatever that small fee is, it's probably less than a cup of coffee or a bougie Starbucks drink. You're getting access to that perk alongside many others. You'll get access to the Discord where great things happening in there and more great things are coming. You also get a kick, which I've utilized several times. Erica will tell you when I message her, kick this person with extreme prejudice,
Yes.
along many other things. In fact, I'm sure there's a couple subs in the chat. Do me a favor, send all those stickers right now. Send every goddamn one. Show the people what they're missing. So for less than a bougie ass Starbucks drinks, you can support Black women and you can get some fantastic perks in the process. Do all the things.
Do all the good things, guys. And speaking of supporting Black women, shout out to Malik for the $15. Malik said the inevitable racism and misogyny that will come out of these troglodytes' mouths. Yes, Yes. Draw some hearts in the chat for Malik, y'all. And also shout out to the beautiful Ann for the $25. I appreciate you, Ann. Y'all draw some hearts in the chat for Ann and Malik, y'all. I want to see all the hearts for them. All right, guys, that means that we're only $108 away from our daily donation goal. Thank you so very much for all your love, your support, your encouragement, and your engagement. Pay links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name on PayPal and Venmo. I also have Zelle. Everything with Erica9@gmail.com. Nemo is here, and also Hector, my most esteemed co-host, is also here. Continue to show them love, and let's keep doing all the good things while Super demonstrates what it is he doesn't know. All right, because Super, you do not know what DEIA is. You literally think that it's a hiring practice, and you think that they have quotas that they have to meet. Also, it was NASDAQ who implemented these requirements, not the SEC. All right, and an appeals court struck it down, said that they couldn't do it. All right, because you cannot base hiring on race and gender. You can't say that these people have to have these certain immutable characteristics in order to get hired. You can't do that.
Agree with us. So
all right. So anywho, moving on. Okay, what other cultural aspects was it that you pretended to care about?
I just wanted to quickly add to that the reason why these were nullified, or I guess pulled back, was more so because some of them may have imposed on individual state rules. So it just wanted further congressional defining. That's basically it. It's because Texas could be different from New York, and it was a little broad. Is this coming back under the Trump administration? Most likely not. But again, there was no issue found specifically with their process in regards to hiring people or anything of the sort.
Yeah, and it's simply because the SEC was involved, and per the circuit court, one of the judges stated that the SEC has intruded into territory far outside its ordinary domain. All right, basically meaning that the SEC did not have the authority to approve such rules. So, anywho, I think again, I honestly think that you have affirmative action and DEIA mixed up. A lot of people do.
There's intersection between the two.
There's not intersection between the two other than the marginalized groups. That's the only intersection that there would be.
What intersection do you think is there?
Exactly. Other than the marginalized groups that are involved, that's literally the only intersection.
Please say the woke mind virus. Please say the woke mind virus. Please say.
What do you mean by woke mind virus?
I'm joking. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like I would say that even just something as simple as the Supreme Court ruling, there was heavy intersection in the two, where it was DEI policies that went over to affirmative action. That's why it was struck down by the Supreme Court.
No. No.
It was not struck down?
No, the connection that you're making, that's not the case at all.
What is the case?
What exactly why did the Supreme Court rule against it? First off, technically we didn't end DEIA in the United States. It's been more so executive orders, and I'm trying to remember exactly what exactly was that case. Hold on. Let's see. Trying to remember when this was sorted.
What are you talking about, the affirmative
Why are
action?
you wearing that hat?
The DEI case? It's Students for Fair Admissions versus Harvard.
Would that not be
Harvard.
the what'd you say, Erica?
I'm asking him why he wearing that hat.
You love that
Straw hat.
If you want the case number, it's case number 20-1199.
Yeah, so you'd be referencing what took place with Harvard. DEIA again is a separate thing.
That's literally affirmative action.
They had a DEI policy.
Bruh, that's literally affirmative action.
It was in. I'm just telling you, it was in the
Hector,
name.
this guy is killing me. He's killing me. I tell you, because you keep confusing
I get
it.
that you want it to be very different things, but what is?
They are different things. They are literally different things.
They're different words.
Affirmative action was put into place in order to guarantee equality in hiring practices, so that people aren't discriminated against based off of those immutable characteristics as you mentioned, like their sex and gender, all right, along with their race, and their physical ability. Like, come on.
Is it equality
Santana,
or equity?
go ahead.
Is it equality or equity?
It was equality. Affirmative action was about equality. That's why you have it confused, because you don't know what the E stand for in these darn going in these practices. That's what it is. Go
So
ahead,
what's the difference?
Santana. Hush, super hush.
So again, he doesn't look confused at all. He is literally doing this on purpose. The entire premise of what he's trying to say is that he feels like it is an unfair advantage for people of color, Black people specifically, and he keeps them. You don't have to say it. Listen, I speak your language. I understand what you're trying to do. I get it. The right is all about culture wars. That's why they actually attacked Black and brown
right,
people. That's it. I said the right, not white. Right. That's
Starts
why
with a
they
R.
attack Black and brown people. That's why they attack the queer community. That's why they literally have to have a boogeyman, because the only thing they can engage in is culture wars. This is why he's sitting up here speaking on something, and he is refusing to actually intellectually engage in the difference between affirmative action and DEIA. He clearly understands that DEIA was not something that was written into law. It was nothing that was actually passed. There is no actual basis that legally holds up as far as DEIA. That's why he keeps going back to affirmative action. That's what he has. That's what he's standing on. That's why he wants to talk about culture, because the right has a culture war. And basically, it boils down to the Great Replacement theory. It all boils down to the Great Replacement theory.
About economics.
Still speaking. The point is that no matter if you are Black or white or whatever else, if you're on the right, you subscribe to white supremacy theories, and the white supremacy theories that he's speaking to is the Great Replacement theory. That's all this is. You guys are wasting your time running in circles with this guy talking about DEIA. He's never going to actually engage in what that really is. That's it.
It's not engaging, because here's the thing: you've already misrepresented. I'm not against DEI because it favors Black and brown people. I'm against DEI because it actually hurts. It undermines those very communities.
DEIA, and it's a hiring based practice. You can keep saying that, and all the rest of the people on the panel can engage with you on this if you want to, but I'm not, because I know that you're disingenuous, and I'm not going to engage with someone that's disingenuous.
How is
You're
it
very
disingenuous?
disingenuous.
Just because you can't contend with it doesn't make it disingenuous.
Listen, it's either two things happen right here. Either you're being disingenuous because they have clearly defined the difference between affirmative action and DEIA, how those two things work differently, or you're stupid. Which one? It's one of those two.
So Santana,
No.
In reality,
It's one of those two.
Join us anytime you want. In reality, they work.
It's one of those two. Either you're disingenuous or you're stupid. Pick one. It's simple.
You can't contend with the arguments. Doesn't make me stupid.
So it's a combination.
That's called a character attack, right? That's called a personal attack. Just because you can't contend with the argument doesn't make me stupid.
You're the one that wanted to actually play identity politics. I'm actually really good at identity politics. Like I actually like the
where did I want to play identity politics?
So that's you literally said that it's a whole culture thing. It's a culture thing. Come on now, stop it. Anyway, I'll be here.
I really want to know how DEIA disadvantages the people that it's meant to uplift. That's what I really want to know.
A couple ways. So, when it comes to, for example, school.
I'm so sorry, Hector. I have to know this. This is going to help us determine whether or not this young man actually can distinguish between affirmative action and DEIA.
Thank you, Amy.
Can you tell us 3 key differences between the two?
Me?
No, him. Super. 3 key differences between DEIA and affirmative action.
What, in theory?
Yeah, go. Tell us.
Yeah, sure. I guess I would say DEIA and affirmative. So affirmative action, like we talked about before, is based on quotas. So it's like quotas for hiring, people of X skin color or X gender or whatever. DEI, I mean, do you want an example for each? The D, the E, and the I, or?
That was very specific.
She was pretty specific.
3.
Yeah, I mean, I would say one is color blindness. It's being replaced with race obsession. It's
What did he just say? What was that?
He's disingenuously stupid.
Like,
It's on the
what?
If it's, hold on. If it's not on the basis of race, what is? Well, Santana, let me ask you a question. What is diversity on the basis of? It's what?
I fucking can't stand white people, bro.
I swear to God.
Hold on. Why can't you guys answer the question? Diversity is on the basis of what? Fill in the blank.
Diversity is on the basis of different genders, different sex, different racial backgrounds, so on.
Even your
so
age.
forth. Yes, exactly.
Your sexual orientation, even
Okay,
your religion.
So you guys agree with me?
But those
Right, you
aren't
said-
immutable characteristics that you were speaking of, because affirmative action.
Those are all
seriously,
immutable.
those are not what?
Bro said race.
Race. So hold on. Race.
I'm
race,
hold on.
gender,
Sorry. I'm
sex
sorry.
are not
Religion
immutable?
is immutable.
Is religion is religion?
I'm sorry, but no. Answer the question.
Hold on. Is
Is it?
religion considered under
Because
DEI?
it also goes against it. It also actually includes, like, people are in the chat are saying it. It also includes veterans.
And they added the accessibility part. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, technically, it was always accessibility. I would argue. I think. But,
Well, it depends who you ask. I mean, we've had accessibility in this country for a long time, especially in the federal government.
allegedly.
Bro think this is Jubilee and he was going to get his rocks off, and he's realizing
Yeah,
that
bro,
he's
just
just
'cause you can't
demonstrating the
debate.
things that he doesn't know.
I'm
Like,
sorry
this
you
is
can't
sad.
debate, man. Maybe
This
you
is
can take a
sad.
course.
And again, either he no, it's not either. Like, I've clearly defined who he is and what he's about. Like, this is I don't know.
Hey, W's to y'all for getting 325K likes. Let's continue.
Oh
to do
wow,
other
you guys are
things.
fucking awesome. Thank you.
Hey, I wanna see if we can get Eric up to 700K tonight. What do y'all say about that? We're about halfway there. You guys have already been pushing it, and I haven't even bullied you yet. So just keep doing that, and let's get a good super tap going. There's 516 of you in here. Let's do a quick test. 10 minutes, 9:45 p.m. 10 minutes, 375K. 10 minutes, 375K. Ready, set, go.
An immutable character. I'm not even gonna go through the thought exercise with you. I saw Shauna. I saw Shauna. I know. Truth is, your tire options are few, baby. I know. So, super. Here's the thing. All right. Immutable is something that you can't change. All right. I can't change my skin color. All right. I can't change my race, baby. I can't do that. Okay.
Totally agree.
I can't I can't change that. So there's that. That's an immutable characteristic. But guess
Where's
what?
the disagreement?
Even though, let's pretend that I did grow up as a Christian, all right, and my religion was deeply ingrained in my identity. All right, I can change it. I can decide tomorrow that, you know what, I wanna try out Islam. I want to be a Muslim, or I may want to try Buddhism. Like, I can do that. All right, that's something that can be changed. All right. So again, I say to you, all right, one of the main differences, because I knew you weren't going to be able to name three. All right, I just knew you weren't, because you confused the two, and I think I agree with Santana. You're confusing Buddhism. I couldn't say it. Buddhism. God damn, y'all, why y'all let me say that? Who let me say that? Take a moment. We're gonna need a moment. Who let me say that?
Buddhism.
Exactly, it's Buddhism. Jesus fucking Christ.
No,
shut up, Santana.
No, because they do actually have Buddhism in Atlanta. That's why they have many steeples in churches, including Magic City, Platinum Plus, like all of those. So Buddhism is definitely a thing. Especially when they used to have freak meat.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you worship at the
altar.
I
do like shapes.
There's two arches at the altar.
I do like
bow
shapes.
down and worship the thickness. Get up
Sometimes
to
you can
that
drink from
Jezebellery and
the fountain.
harlotry. We love that shit.
Shapes.
By the way, Erica, I could name three. You just interrupted.
You could not name. You couldn't name three, because if you could name three all back, then you would have. You would have. All right. You would have. Because no. Because I can ask Santana, Nemo, and Hector to name three differences, and they'll be able to do it just like that. All right. You stammered through the very first point. And then the second point that you tried to make, you couldn't even make that. All right. I'm
What do you
not going
mean?
to
I
sit
was
here for
making-
10 minutes
I
while
was
you try to
literally
figure
making a
out and
point.
while we try to correct you. I'm not doing it. All right. Anywho, all right. DEIA is broader than affirmative action. Affirmative action is extremely narrow because it's trying to correct mistakes from the past. All right. It's trying to correct the inequality and the injustices done in regards to discrimination of people of color. So that's based on race. On against women, that's gender. Okay. So it's trying to correct those things. And yes, like you said, it does have quotas. We all know that it has quotas. DEIA does not have quotas. DEIA includes mutable characteristics, things that you can change. Okay.
I mean, primarily, would you say that includes that?
I'm sorry?
Say it primarily includes mutable or immutable
It's
characteristics?
a combination of both. Does it really fucking matter?
Primarily.
Does
Yeah,
it
does-
really matter?
It
It
100%
does
matters.
not matter because it
Okay.
includes additional facets, additional characteristics. All right. So there's that. All right. Also, with DEIA, what it is that it values, all right, diversity. Instead of putting people in preferential treatment and wanting and like basically, using quotas to hire them. Okay, we have to have 3 Black people. We have to have 3 women. Like instead of doing things like that, all right, it values diversity. It doesn't look because it's not I don't care what people say. It's not a hiring practice. It's a set of internal policies and procedures, all right, that make the workplace, all right, more comfortable, so more equitable, all right, equitable and diverse for all involved. There's that. I really think that a lot of you just confuse it, and you confuse the two simply because of the fact, simply because of the fact that you feel like you are missing out on something, that you aren't being preferred. That's all there is to it. There's no preferential treatment in DEIA. There's none. It's literally about leveling the darn going playing field. Go ahead, Santana.
Saying confused. I genuinely, I need you to stop saying that because he's not confusing it. He's not. He's being very intentional. And yes, the reason why he's saying the things that he's saying is because he's literally trying to straw man. Like he has no actual point, and he's trying to be hyper specific on one small thing that he thinks he can build this argument around. That's why he's saying the things that he's saying.
His argument is shit.
Exactly, but that's what you do with the straw man.
It's so silly.
Straw man. Explain it to me. What was the straw man?
Hey, user, did you vote for Donald Trump? User? Going once. Going twice. User? I'm dropping you. Doop, doop, doop.
Did he say race obsession or fetishization? Which, I mean, they could technically be the same
He
thing.
said
Obsession.
obsession.
It
I
essentially-
never heard the word fetishization.
My point is that it tokenizes minorities.
Doesn't at all in any way, shape, or form. I find it absolutely fucking hysterical that from a demographic of people that often doesn't understand what tokenization is as they proceed to do it on the daily basis. Now, once
Say that after, God damn it.
Huh? What's that, Anna?
I said I was just about to say that when you stopped, but you took it right before I could say it. The fact that no, you're spot on. Go ahead.
Since we have this break really quick, hey, Mike D, did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did.
Okay, all right, awesome. I'll be right with you, okay?
Okay, I'll wait.
All right, thank you, love.
Great.
All right, go ahead, Hector.
Y'all love to misapply what tokenization is, and I just think it's fucking hysterical. We're now taking things that are meant to uplift BIPOC people, POCs, Black people, and we're now saying it's tokenization. So the upliftment of underrepresented communities is tokenizing them.
The intention doesn't affect the consequence, right?
What is the consequence?
Individuals feel like they were put in their position because of DEI, and that
really,
is
really.
That was
Can you-
affirmative action slap nuts. Also, Hector, there's no way he could be using this debate to tokenize anything because his black friend told him that he felt inferior because people thought that he was DEIA.
Can I do? I don't know if I can do polls on here.
And so hold on, Santana, you're talking about straw man, and you're just putting words and experiences in people's lives, or what?
Hey,
That is a straw man, Santana.
Jesus fuck. Okay, listen. Hey, we have a lot of people in here, a decent pool to pull from. Can y'all put a 1 in the chat if you've heard a person of color say the position that I have is based off of DEI and affirmative action, and put a 2 in the chat if you ain't never heard no dumb shit like that come out of our mouths ever. 1 in the chat if you've heard it.
I'm not saying that
2 in the
people
chat
say
if
that.
you haven't.
I'm saying that there's a perception that individuals
The
that
perception is by white people. No.
No, it's not.
The perception is by
not
people
true.
like you who don't know shit from shit. That's where the perception is coming from. The
I'm not
wrong,
white.
the
I'm not
negative,
white,
whatever the
first of all.
fuck you are. You're still wrong.
Okay,
You're
well,
definitely
I'm just
anti-black.
saying.
We'll get that out the way.
I'm not anti-black at all. I'm pro-black.
It
And
is
you're
based
definitely
Your
off-
stupid,
policies that are
y'all.
anti-black.
what race are you? I knew he was gonna say Hispanic. I knew it. That's not a race. This is not a race. I knew you were gonna say Hispanic.
Whatever.
It's
I
not a
guess we
race.
can get technical, sure.
Any fucking who. Hey, Super, I want to tell you something. I really do. I really want to tell you something because this has been a draining conversation. If I do say so myself, my subs, they do not like you, brother. I just want to let you know they do not like you. And I'm gonna have to agree with that. I want to tell you something. Just take a listen, take a gander.
And I don't hate you.
Right.
I just hate all of the choices that you make. Because those are the choices that bitch ass niggas make.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
That's all. Have a good night. Good day. Good day, sir. I say good day. All right. I don't know which, 15 of my subs was like, use my kick. Drop him. I'm like, guys, come on. Options are few. All right. So, anywho, with that being said, shout out to the loves. Drop some hearts in the chat for the loves. All right, guys. So, there's that. Let's keep tapping the screen, sharing the live, doing all the great things. We have Mike D here with us. He is also a Trump.
Real quick. I'm so sorry.
What?
Can we let him back up? So I said, how much you want to bet he's white presenting? He said he'd take the bet. I want to see what he looks like.
Oh, God.
I want to see what he looks like. If you
I
come
think
up
he's
to the
gone.
camera on, because I want to see what you look like. He just responded to my comment. I really want to know.
You sent him an invite?
Hold on. All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. He
Invite
comes
sent.
back. We'll see what happens. That
I wanna
boy
see.
is white.
I want to see. I'm curious. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Excuse me. But I really want to see.
I'm back, huh?
Great. Turn on your camera, please.
Okay.
Because I want to see if you're not white presenting, since you said you'd take me up on the bet. Turn on your camera.
Well, how much are we going to bet first?
Oh, no. I was just making a comment. I'm not betting money on this shit. I don't care. You're a random.
I would
internet
only,
profile.
I'll
I've
turn
heard
it
some
on
of
if
the
you bet.
blackest motherfuckers look as pale as Drake's son. So I'm not taking that bet. I just want to know.
I think it's funny that you're not willing to actually commit to your belief.
I just no, it's not. I have
take
a
the
thought.
bet.
I have a theory. I have a strong leaning, but I could be wrong.
How much is your theory worth?
$10.
Actual?
Yeah, actual. I will cash app you $10 right fucking now. If you are not white presenting.
20 and I'll do it.
20? Bet. 20.
Okay, sure. This is funny. How do I turn on my... All right, we shake on it, right? Digitally shake on it.
All right.
Digital
The request
shake.
to turn on your camera has been sent.
All right, how do I...
Turn your camera on and then click
Yeah,
save.
sorry. 1 sec. There's all these effects and stuff.
I swear to God, Hector, if he throws his dick at your, I'm
You tap the video.
No, you got to pay extra for
and
that.
you have to tap the button that says save. It's like a red button. You have to do. There you go.
All right, what's up, dude?
That is a white man.
No, I'm definitely not white, bro.
You are white. You look Italian. You white.
You think I'm
$20.
white? Seriously?
Send
Chat.
the $20.
Chat.
Now, I'm gonna say this.
Chat.
I'm gonna say this. Little spicy white. Little spicy
Exactly. He
white.
look garlicky white, but
This
he's
is spicy
salsa
white.
white.
I'll give him that. I'll give
He's
him that.
salsa white.
Okay, if this is white to you, I'd be curious to see. All right, sure.
There's a little spicy right there.
The chat say you
Like,
white, bro.
like, you look like your mama white,
Yeah.
and your daddy like 25%.
No, I'm 0% white.
As the probably whitest motherfucker on the panel right now. Yeah, spicy white's a solid characterization. Like,
how do I turn this shit off?
I mean, it's oh, you just tap the camera
No,
button.
don't
Again.
tell him how to turn it off.
Kind of reminds me of Eli Roth. Y'all know who Eli Roth is?
Mm-hmm. He is white.
Yeah, I mean Eli Roth is Jewish, but I mean, yeah, like Eli Roth is white.
White Jewish
Got a little
people
bit
is
of
white
vibes like
too.
that.
All right, so I feel like we're at a
I
standstill.
mean, I
with
feel like
this
that's a
bet,
compliment, like
because
you
he's
know, in
not like
fairness.
full white presenting, but he's technically spicy white. So I feel like we're just at a standstill.
I feel
with
like
this
you're
bet. I'm
doing
a
too
man
much,
of my
Hector. That's a
word, but I'm
white
just
man.
saying. I'm just saying.
That is a white man right
I can
there.
see- I
Honestly,
can see
I've
Aaron.
never been called white before in my life, but if you're convinced that this is white for you, so be it, I guess.
That's because you ain't got no black friends, do you? How many black friends you got?
I mean, I got a few. What do you mean?
Ultimately,
How many do
clearly,
you want to hear?
How many do you have?
your proximity to whiteness is infinitely closer than almost everyone on this panel.
I never said I was black. Like, if that's what you mean.
It's not what I. It's fine.
So, like, you're Latino?
But yeah, I'm from Latam.
Oh my god!
I
think
mean,
this is
like,
the best. He
honestly,
said-
if you hadn't, like,
yeah, it's
because
a
I can
version of
kind of
white.
hear
It's
like
wild.
I can hear like a faint accent, but yeah, I mean, like, legit. If I was just looking at you, I would have probably said Italian, maybe Lebanese. Like, I don't know. Like, do you have any heritage, like Middle Eastern heritage? I'm curious.
Not that I know of. No.
Okay, I was just curious.
Be clear, we're not saying that you are, you know, Dave from IT or some shit or whatever, like some random white guy. We're saying that you are white passing. That's the point. You're white passing. We're not saying that you look like, you know, blonde
Based off of your
hair, blue eyes.
phenotype.
That is what I
Exactly.
Your
said.
immutable physical characteristics.
Exactly.
That's right.
So within the structure of race, within the categorization of race, within filling out, you know, the census documents and applications, you would list yourself as a white man, even though you don't look like, you know,
Myself
other
as
white
Latino.
men. Sure, but like that's
I'm just saying,
Latino
I've
is
never
not
listed
an
as
actual
white.
race. Latino is not a race. That's what I'm saying. If you have to actually list yourself within the racial categories that are already established, and within the racial categories based off of the way that you present, you are a white man. That's the point.
I'm saying.
Send Hector is $20, please.
So you're
No,
saying
I-
that?
Pay
Hold on,
links
hold
in
on. Are
the
you saying
bio,
that?
Hector.
Are you
Pay
saying
links
that
in the
Latin
bio.
American and Middle Eastern people are all white? Is that your?
They are. They
Yeah,
are.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
I-
Yeah, sure.
I'm not saying it. Check out the census. Go take a look at the actual structure that's used as far as race categories. I'm not saying anything. I'm telling you this is how the categories work.
I understand how the categories work. I'm just saying that when we were using the term white or not white or who benefits from DEI or in those conversations, usually white has a very different meaning, right? Than in those conversations, in that context.
Well, white is just more than blonde hair, blue eyes, though. So I feel like you're also limiting
never
that
said that.
definition. I'm saying, because you said you've never been called white, you don't think you look white. When we're saying you're clearly like white presenting, there's aspects of you. To where
Nobody
you
has
can
ever in my
pass.
life come up to me and been like, "Oh, bro, are you white?" I get Middle Eastern a lot. I get Arab a lot. I get Latinos like a decent amount. But I've never had someone come up to me and be like, "Oh, bro, where like are you white?" Like it's just not a thing that happens.
Spicy white. That's why.
Heard of the brown paper bag test?
Also white.
I heard of that.
Okay, you should check it out. Yeah, you should check out the brown paper bag test.
Yeah. So you're white. So there's that. All right. Send Hector his $20, or else, like, I guarantee you, every time he sees you, he gonna ask you for it. Like he gonna be like
I'm
Stewie on your ass.
cashing in. He owes me.
Stewie on your ass.
Show me
The chat
the
already
fine
the
print.
chat has already said it. You was a white man. All right. You're a white man.
Sure.
All right. Like, just it's okay. Like, it's okay to be white. It
Okay.
is. It's
If
okay.
he says-
Nemo, is it okay to be white?
Yeah,
It's okay to be white.
Yeah, you
You
get
can be
along.
white. What the hell is wrong with you? God, I gotta
All
stop
white.
focusing on the details. It's all white. All right. All white. All right. Anywho, super
Peace.
again. Just bye.
Can I get the big screen just for a
Oh
second?
God. Yeah, sure. Why not? What are you gonna do?
Hold on, 2 seconds.
Okay.
Or yeah, all right, go ahead. Look, can I get the big screen?
Sure. Guys, keep tapping the screen, sharing the live. Let's keep doing all of the good things. All right. Show Nemo, show Hector and Santana love while they are here. Let's just keep doing the good things, guys. Because it's fun to do the good things. Makes you feel good on the inside. Also,
I gotta hop
I feel like
down
this is
here,
appropriate.
Erica.
bruh.
I feel like this is very appropriate.
Why would you do this?
Somebody send my man his money, and look, he walked off. Tell me, Hector don't look like an adult little Bill.
Why would you do this? This is not funny.
Damn.
Kamala would never.
Where is Hector? Did you do this while he was gone? He gonna
always
come back
walks
to
away.
this?
He
He
always
gonna come
walks
back
away
to
when
this?
like shit's happening.
Look at his face. This is so not okay. Oh my God.
Damn.
The fuck is this?
Bruh.
I said he need to send you your money. Like this is even more appropriate now. Somebody, when I say somebody, I mean like the other person that's in my head said that you look like an adult little Bill. Like I saw your Discord picture and that's the first thing that I thought. And so I made this just for you.
Hey,
You can
fuck
use it
y'all.
as a background. I'll send it to you.
You ain't shit, Santana.
I'm not.
Fuck
You
I'm
ain't-
not.
you
But
ain't shit.
you know,
Shit.
but you know what? You know what though? That's why you guys love me.
Oh my
That's
God,
that's
you ain't
that's
shit.
the only reason you guys love me.
Where'd White Passing go?
He go bye-bye. I don't want to talk to him anymore.
You know what? White Passing, send me your cash app, bro. Now, technically, you didn't win, and technically, I didn't win. But I'm going to send you 5 for being a good sport. At least in the first half. You was bullshitting with the DIA stuff. But you know what? I very rarely have actual, like, some fun with talking to you maggots. I'll send you 5 just for being a good sport. I'll really do that.
So how much will you pay for the background? Because I'll send it to you.
Fuck your background.
What was his name? It was Supreme something, right?
Super something.
Yeah.
I just want to let y'all know.
Super
All right.
something.
I need these Trump supporters to go ahead and request up. Like, stop being pussies and get in the box. All right. Or else I'm going to subject the 483 people here to dad jokes for the next hour. I swear to God.
Damn it.
I
Also,
swear
There
to
you
God.
go.
My
That's
screen is
that's
completely
his
frozen
screen
with
name,
likes.
Hector.
Huh?
You can probably find it via that. That's Super Me Probo.
Connie says super white.
Weird
Kiana,
name.
no, don't
I have
go.
a better idea. You, Hector, and whatever the clown name was, both of you should, since you guys bet the $20, split it in half, and both send $10 towards Erica nightly donation goal because there's still $108 left in that, and that would knock it down to 88. So you should send 10, he should send 10, and then the chat again, 473 people here. We would just only need 88 people to send $1, and boom, there's the nightly donation goal. So yeah, let's make it happen.
Damn.
I
Also,
gotta hop
Hector,
down,
if you
Erica.
do that, I will give you
Appreciate
the
you having me
background
up.
for free, and you can use that in your next debate.
Fuck your goddamn
That is
background.
funny.
Fuck your goddamn background.
You are. Bye, Nemo. You are such a butthead, Santana. Godly, jeez.
I am
Why you like
creative. I
this?
am artistic. Please
You
do
are
not
not.
patronize my art.
So wrong.
Where's somebody get Dantrell and Liv in here? Not you two criticizing my art. This is my art.
Crazy.
Why would you? It's the fact that you took the time to actually cut out Hector's head on something and then put it on Little Bill.
I literally saw his picture in Discord because someone sent a message and I looked. I was like, "Oh, Hector changed his picture. Oh, adult Little Bill."
Oh, that's so fucking wrong.
Adult Little Bill is crazy.
The amount of time that it took. The amount of time.
He was really, and he was doing it with a grin the whole time. He was
exactly
so excited,
just giggling to himself. He's just so pleased.
It's literally art. It made me happy.
I don't know why people get. I don't know. I
This
don't
is why
get it.
niggas ain't getting reparations.
Exactly. This is why we can't have nice things.
Oh, might not, but I got a white friend that's gonna hook me up.
Not a white friend.
Technically, I have several white women, but that's a separate conversation.
Oh God, Hector.
Do they have lips?
You know that. Well, let me shut the fuck up.
Do they have lips?
why is
Hector,
the
do they
lights-
have lips?
Mm,
Do they have lips, Hector? Answer the question.
You know the answer to that question. I sent you the answer the other day.
Sometimes Santana's ain't shitness does play off. It pays off. It pays off.
I'm confused. I have no idea what you guys are talking
Yeah,
about.
shit
I am
pays off
innocent.
sometimes. Okay, if you say
That's
so.
fine. It's fine.
Ah,
Is the screen frozen for y'all? The likes? Because it's frozen for me. Ever since I said let's get a 375,
Yeah.
it hasn't moved. It's frozen.
TikTok has been glitching for some reason.
No, it's been moving. I don't know where you got that 375 from, but it's at 262. When you said that, it was at 202, and I was like, what?
No, it's at
375?
324 for me.
It says
Yeah, no, it's at-
324.9 for me.
It's at 262.9, and now it's at 263.1.
No,
It's
Santana, I'm
moving.
literally looking at it. It says 324.
I hear you, but I'm telling you, for the people who TikTok isn't busted, right? Like the people who
isn't
got
busted is
TikTok that
fucking
work.
wild.
Like, I'm telling you. See, look at the chat.
All right. So on my Android, it says 264.2. It's slowly going up. 264. On my iPhone, it's still sitting there at 324. So I don't know what's happening there. It looks like most people are saying 260 something.
On my phone right here, it literally says 324.9.
I'll send the screenshot. I'll do it in the chat.
That's interesting. Very, very peculiar. Very peculiar. That's TikTok's been weird all day long. But guys, just keep tapping the screen, sharing the live. Let's keep doing all of the good things. And I believe Hector.
Yeah, Santana, why are you trying to
TikTok.
reduce the black woman's blessings, bro? Why are you doing that?
I hope you get some angry inboxes, Santana. I do. I hope you get some.
The first time wouldn't be the last time.
Sure wouldn't. All right, guys, let's keep tapping the screen, sharing the live, doing all the good things. Where are the Trump supporters? I mean, for goodness sakes, Trump supporters. All right, you know me. I'm not. You know. My friend. He always says that I'm not good at this. All right, I won't tell you which friend says that, but he says I'm not good at this. Right. So, but here's the thing, guys.
Friends?
I do have friends. Isn't that surprising? All right. And I have Hector here and I have Santana. You don't want a chance to come up here and talk to Hector and Santana? Like, what are you scared? Are you guys being pussies? Because I see you in the chat. You're yapping in the chat, but you don't want to get in the box. That's very, very peculiar. That's very peculiar, guys. I think you need to, I think it's bitch behavior. All right. So I'm going to need you to get in the box. Get in the box. I want to do these. I haven't done these before.
Y'all don't get on it. We don't get no ops. You know what she's gonna say, and you know what happens every time she says it. Don't do
I
this.
haven't said it in a long time either.
Don't do this, please.
I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. Why not?
Shit.
Why not? Let's have some fun. Blacker. Cause why not? Let's go. Blacker.
Shout out
All
to
right.
get her.
Anyone who's with the shits like I am, drop like your hashtag blagger in the chat. All right. And if you know a Trump supporter, you don't have to like them, but you can share the live with them. All right. It can be your uncle, your cousin, your daddy, your mother, your sister, your brother. You know the rest. A cousin, a husband, a sister wife, even a conkle or a bronco. Share the live with them. All right. Share the live. We want to have a little bit of fun before we head out. All right. Okay. So guys. Not tonight, Mr. Ty. God damn it. All right, guys. So let's keep tapping the screen, sharing the live. Let's keep doing all of the good things. All right. Because I will subject you. To 45 minutes of fucking dad jokes. I will. All right. I may be the only person laughing, but I will subject you to it. It's your choice to stay or not. I don't know. That's up to you. What?
Hey,
What?
what do you, Hector? Eric, I know you've heard this one.
Go ahead.
Hector.
Mm,
Hector.
Santana.
Hey, what do you call a deer with no eyes? I have no idea.
I've heard that before. Why am I laughing like it's new? I fucking love dad jokes. Oh my god, I love dad jokes. Oh my god. Okay. I got one. Hector, come back. Come back. All right, Hector left. All right, I'm gonna do
Big,
this.
big screen.
Why? Let me
Because
tell
he
my
left.
dad joke and then tell you.
Wait, because he left.
Okay. A dad joke while you're doing that?
Yep, go for it.
Bruh. Okay, guys. All right,
She gonna
guys.
learn
Okay.
today.
Why did the electric car feel discriminated against? Rules weren't current. Good one. I don't care what anyone says. Okay. Oh, this is funny, guys. This is funny. I promise this is funny. All right, it says, why do melons have weddings?
Why?
Okay, because they can't elope.
That's a good one. He's back.
Bruh. Hey, Hector.
Hey, Hector.
I'm taking applications for new black friends. I need some new black friends.
Hey, you'll never find blum 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 a
That's how the
Negro
song
like
goes.
mine.
I swear, if you don't like dad jokes, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I just really don't know. Oh, God. Okay. Trump supporters, request up. All right.
I don't like so many K's being in the same sentence. That made me a little uncomfortable.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I ain't gonna do it again.
I don't know why, but this is funny. Okay. Why can't dinosaurs clap their hands? Somebody say why?
I don't know why.
Because they're extinct. That is funny because they can't. They're dead. They're dead. Okay, tap. Why is that so funny to me? Oh my god, I gotta stop. All right. Okay. Now she's sending corn. Kiana.
Corn is crazy.
Oh my god. Kiana, why?
Corn.
Okay, guys, please. Okay, one more. I said one more like 1,000 times ago. Okay. What did the skillet eat on its birthday?
What?
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me ask it again. What did the skillet eat on its birthday?
I don't know what.
Pancakes.
I'm gonna delete this fucking.
That is so funny. Pancakes. You get it? Pancakes. You get it? Pancakes.
I hate it here every day. Every fucking day I hate it here.
Bruh, like, come on, guys. Jordan, how do you not get it? Like, shut up. It's funny.
You don't get it?
It's hilarious.
Bruh.
Oh. Okay. Becky, one of my subs, she has one. She says, what do you call a deer with no legs and no eyes?
I don't know what.
Still no idea. Still no idea. Bruh. Are you serious? I could do this all day.
To remix my joke, and it's
But
not as good as mine.
she said it was a contribution. She was adding on. It was funny. It was funny.
The remix is hardly ever good as the original.
Bruh. That was funny. Oh god, that's so much fun. Okay.
Don't let him bully you, Becky. It was funny.
It was funny. Still no idea. Okay.
I have a joke.
Go ahead, Shauna.
What do you call a French guy being mauled by a lion? Claude.
Because it's French. Okay. Bruh. we got to be stopped. We have to be stopped. Okay. Go ahead.
So, a racist, a Zionist, and Hector walk into the bar.
What?
Oh my God. What the fuck?
Why am I being?
Why are you bullying him? What did he do to you? Okay. They walk into a bar. What happens?
All I got.
Bruh.
Hey, bro, fuck you.
Santana, what in the hell?
Okay. Hey, John, come off a teacup. Makes me paranoid. Hey, John.
Sorry, text
Hi.
to my spouse.
Hey,
Hi.
quick question. Did you
I've
vote
got
for
3
Trump?
jokes for you.
Oh, you have jokes?
No,
Go ahead.
I have a brain on my scope.
Oh, that's fair. Go ahead, share.
Okay. Why did the woodpecker like the petrified forest?
I don't know.
He found it impeccable.
This is petrified.
What do you call a fish with no eyes?
I don't know. What do you call it?
A fish.
Oh my
What?
God.
What?
I definitely got
What
that
do you
one.
call a bear with no ears?
What do you call it?
A bee.
I'm sick of y'all.
Bruh.
I'm sick of y'all, dog.
Because it doesn't have ears.
My joke was pretty good. So
I'm sorry. One of my mods, she's a hater. She removed you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
it wasn't me.
That was funny as fuck. Okay. All right. I have more. We can do this for a very long time. Like, we can do this for a long time.
I am
Hey,
Tiana
Minda.
will drop us
Hi.
all. Don't do it.
Erica, stop me if you've heard this one, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
What's a pirate's favorite letter?
Arr.
You think it's the R?
I was gonna say I, but I don't know why I was gonna say I. Oh,
Shauna,
I.
I'll go with Shauna's answer. You'd think it's the R, but it's the C.
Oh, it's the C.
It took you a second, Erica. That's
I'm like,
not
the C. Why would it be C? It's the C. It's funny.
Oh my God,
That's
Ty,
funny.
thank you. My joke earlier was hilarious. The first three.
That's
Thank
funny.
you.
That is funny. We're the Trump supporters. They normally
Hey.
dislike Black Joy.
They're
Go
a
ahead.
bunch
Hey,
of they're a
Hector.
bunch of pussies.
Hey, Hector. What did the wall say to the other wall?
To the window.
Meet you in the corner.
I was
Oh
gonna
my
say that one last
Fucking
night.
God.
I was gonna say that one last night, but I didn't. I didn't. I refrained, but that one's hilarious. It's
Erica,
Can we get a
Erica.
Trump supporter up here so I don't have to endure this shit no more? All right.
All right.
Listen,
I
we
tried.
got 4 niggas on your screen. We're all happy. This should make y'all mad enough. Just request it for the box. Look at all this DEIA happiness that we're benefiting from. Okay.
So, guys,
You don't like this shit.
Kiana, do not drop me. I have a good one. I have a good one for Erica. Do
Okay.
not drop me.
all right. This was probably gonna make your good one sound like much better. All right. So here.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Why am I laughing? Okay. All right. This is why I get on my child's nerves. Okay. I tried to make up a joke about ghosts, but I couldn't. It had plenty of spirit, but no body.
You know what?
Wow.
Because it's a ghost.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Erica.
What?
What do you call 2 monkeys who share an Amazon Prime account?
What?
Primates.
Primate?
Bruh.
Primate.
Good one.
That is stupid. Go ahead, Shauna.
What do you call a virus that got famous on the internet? An influenza.
No, Kiana, don't go. Don't go,
Hey,
Kiana.
hey, Shauna.
What's up? What's up?
What did the sink tell the toilet? You look flushed.
Oh my gosh.
Good God.
Jesus. Oh my
Bruh.
God.
Stupid. Okay, I need to. Okay, all right, regroup.
Blacker, 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 blacker,
Okay,
blacker.
I'm gonna try to tell him without laughing. What'd you say, Hector?
Blacker, 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 blacker.
Not Hector.
Just bring it on. Just bring it on. Fuck it. Just I
Just
need
bring it
something.
on.
I need
We
something.
need something. This is a lot. What's this right here? What's this? Oh God, Lord Jesus. Hi,
Hey,
Mercury.
Mercy. Hey,
Hi.
Mercury. Hey, Mercury.
You know how to fuck up
Hello?
a name.
Hey, Mercury. What made the tomato blush?
I don't know.
It's all the salad dressing.
That's so
Are you a
stupid.
Trump supporter?
I sure am.
Okay. I'm gonna be quiet.
So, Erica, I have a question.
Hold on. I'm still laughing at dad jokes. Like, calm down. Give me a moment to regroup. I gotta get back into it. Whew. Hey, Allison. Allison, I think you are the No, I don't know. Fudgesicles. Allison, did you send me money? Did you send me money on the 18th of July? If you did, you won a t-shirt from Liv. Like, and I inbox you, so check your inbox. Check your inbox if you're the right Allison and respond back. Okay, Shauna, my love, I'm gonna let you down, but thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, Shauna.
Okay, all right, okay.
So, Erica, I saw your live the other day. I wanted to talk to you, but I didn't have time. About it was something about like white people. Why are you always speaking on black people's business? Okay, I have a
I
question.
don't think that was the exact prompt, but go ahead.
Yeah, just paraphrasing. So, I have a question. Why do you care? And why do you care so much about what white people think? And also, I remember like you were giving.
Wait. Are you white?
I was about to ask that question. You what?
I am white.
Okay.
Why are you speaking in AAVE? AAVE. Speak proper white.
Jesus
Anyway, go ahead.
Christ. What? Did he say proper white?
No, because I want to know, like, why do you care so much about educating white people on not being racist? Like, do you realize, like, you're giving them books, like, you're giving, like, all these several books on how not to be racist, how to educate yourself. It's like, why do you think white people will ever care about not being racist?
That's an outrageous question. That is an outrageous question. Because they actually asked for the recommendations, so they were given the recommendations. The fuck is you talking about?
No, I feel like you care so much about like white people being racist. It's like, do you really
not necessarily
stop trying to educate white people and just focus on your own community, bettering your own community?
That is something.
Listen, I can't understand what this white man is saying. Speak proper white. What are you saying?
Lord Jesus.
No, I do think racism is a bad thing, but white people will never. And also, you're giving them a superiority complex when you're talking about racism and stuff. You're stroking their ego.
Really? How so?
They'll never because they like to feel superior.
Same
They
person,
like
Corey.
to feel. White people, they love to feel superior to other races.
Why do you speak? Why do you keep othering yourself if you're white? Why aren't you saying
No, because
I
know how they operate. I know how we operate.
So why do you keep othering yourself though?
I know how they all operate.
No. Do you hear the question? You keep othering yourself. Like you're trying to separate you from white people because you keep saying white people as if they're a third party when you're a part of that
I'm not
group.
a victim. I also have racist tendencies. We all have racist tendencies in our bodies.
Were you about to say you're not a victim? I'm sorry. What?
I know. I said I'm not. I shouldn't. Did I say I'm not? I said I'm not a What do you call it? I'm not immune to this. We're all racist. Doesn't matter. We all suffer. We all have white supremacist
race
thing.
What is race?
Do you realize when you talk about
race?
you're giving them
what
a
is
asking you a
superiority
question.
complex.
He said, "What is race?"
What is race? It's race is. It is a social construct, but it's something that it's a social construct that is real.
Okay,
You know
wrong.
what I mean?
What is racism?
The fuck was that?
It's when a race feels superior to another race.
Okay, wrong again. You don't know what the fuck race or racism is. Why should we listen to anything that you have to say about anything? You literally don't know shit. Like literally,
No,
don't
but
know
I
shit.
just feel
Not
like
even a little bit of
Santana.
shit. Not a little bit of shit. Not a lot of bit of shit. Not even a piece of shit. Not
well,
even
when
a
you
crumb of
talk
shit.
about racism,
Why should we listen to you when you don't know what race is nor
Santana.
racism?
when you
Sorry.
try to
Sometimes it's
educate
fun to
white
watch
people,
them, like as you would
it
say,
makes them feel
demonstrate what they don't
superior.
know.
When you try to educate white people on how to talk to black people, how to be, when you try to teach them about microaggressions, when you try to teach them about white privilege.
So is
they
it just
feel
your is it
they're
just your
stroking-
conclusion? Or
they're-
is it
you're
just your
stroking their
conclusion
superiority
that
complex.
wait, hold on. So is it just your conclusion that your people, white people, all right, they don't want to be anti-racist?
Yes,
they don't want
absolutely,
to do
that's
that?
true.
So
They
you
will
just
never
think
stop
that
being racist. They'll never want to not be racist.
okay. All
White
right.
people will always want, Chinese people will always want to be racist. Middle Eastern people always want to be racist. Hispanic people, it's every race will want to be racist. Even black people will want to be racist. We're all
You don't know what racism is. Shut the fuck
I
up.
do know what racism is. Of course I know
You
this.
don't.
I may
He
not
just
know what the
asked you
little
what
definition is,
racism
but I
is, and
know
you
what it
literally
is.
didn't. You didn't actually give it. What's the functionality of racism then? How does it function?
When you think you're superior or better or whatever, when you don't give a person a job because of their race or skin color, when you fall or
This is so elementary. This is so
What do you mean?
elementary. He has no idea what he's talking about.
Okay,
It's
can you
kind
tell
of
me what
sad.
race?
It's not kind of. It's really sad.
I'm sure I do know what racism is. Can you tell me what?
Do you know what Dunning-Kruger is?
Yes, white people should try to better themselves.
No.
They never
Do you know?
will.
Do you know
They
what?
never
Do you know
will.
what Dunning-Kruger is?
Huh?
Dunning-Kruger.
Dunning-Kruger? I don't know.
Okay, look that up too.
Hey, can I tell you something? There he goes. I was waiting for you. Liv, guess what
Liv.
we have? Guess what we have on the panel, Livingston?
Wait, Liv. Before you get into this, Erica and Hector were both patronizing my art.
Do you know they get angry? White people get angry when
we're having a whole black ass conversation right now.
To you right now.
Please hold. Liv, I need you to come from the other live that you're on into this live for a second.
Liv, focus. All right. But guys, I want to tell you, all right, that we have a ultra crepidarian on the panel here. An ultra crepidarian. All right. I want you all to look up that word. If you need me to spell it, I will. But we have an ultra crepidarian here. I really want him to stick to making shoes, but he wants to speak about shit that he doesn't know about. So we're gonna let him. All right. Go ahead, Mercury. What were you saying?
I'm saying every race,
Mm-hmm.
every single race will be racist. Middle Eastern, Arab, Latino, Hispanic, East Asian, South Asian, those Indians, we're all gonna be racist. So it's a dog-eat-dog world. There's no I gotta teach you about microaggressions. When you talk to me like this, you gotta know that you can't speak on that. They don't give a white people don't give
Is
a
that how black
fuck.
people sound to you?
No, I'm not. White people don't give a fuck about microaggressions. They don't care. And when you tell them how what do you call it? When you tell them, oh, just to let you know this is not right, they don't care because you're stroking their ego.
Hey bro,
they love to feel superior.
Hey bro. Shut your bitch ass up.
No, because you're giving them an ego.
Shut your bitch ass up. Okay. First off,
so much fun.
Whole lot of projection happening here. You don't give a fuck. Let's start with you, you racist piece of shit. Why don't you give a fuck?
Half of
Oh no, let him. Don't mute him.
Stop muting me, Hector. I don't want to talk to you.
not
I want
Hector.
to talk to
bro.
Erica.
I didn't touch you,
not
bro.
Hector.
I didn't do shit.
I don't want to
I
talk
asked you
to
a question. I don't give a fuck who you want to talk to. Why don't you give a fuck about racism? Why don't you give a fuck about microaggressions? Why don't you give a fuck, since we can't do shit, about taking your white ass into your white ass communities and educating your people?
They will never stop because they love to want to feel superior.
Excuses.
They want to feel superior. I have to worry about
Excuses.
my own stuff, and I will educate
Excuses
when I can.
You're a racist ass bitch ass motherfucker.
I love because they want to feel superior. Why did Trump win?
Who is
in a
they? Who is
landslide?
they? Why you again? You're
Trump
othering
wants to-
yourself, bruh.
Trump won in a landslide, baby. And why do you think he did?
He won in a landslide. Is so funny. Hey, Liv.
They knew he was a racist. They knew he was a rapist. They knew he was a white
Hey,
supremacist.
Erica. How's my mic sound?
And yet
Your
they
mic
still
sounds
voted
fine.
for him.
Hey,
They
Erica,
still
check
voted for
Discord.
Trump.
Okay,
What's up,
dokie.
Hector?
Liv, you
What's
missed
going
it.
on, Liv?
You missed what I was saying earlier.
About
Hector and Erica were patronizing my patronizing
There we go.
my art, and I felt
I saw it.
offended.
I
You
thought,
did?
I thought it was very creative, actually.
Exactly.
Hey, Liv, don't do that. Don't do that, Liv. Don't
Exactly.
do that. Don't do that.
It was like it was a form of figurative art. It was
Exactly. It brought me so much joy when I made it.
listen, but you know who my friend is. I can't criticize art in any way.
Who is
form,
muting
or
me?
fashion.
Eric, is that you that's muting me?
I'm sorry.
No,
bro.
it's not me.
I can't-
Guys,
I
you
can't.
don't have to mute Mercury. It's fine. You
Can
don't have to mute
tell
him.
these men to leave me alone? Like I don't want to talk. I want to talk
don't
to
shoot.
Erica.
It's not a man that's muting you. By the way, I just want to let you know that.
Okay, so I
what
don't
did I do?
understand why you guys.
Wait,
the
they were
fact that you were
talking. That's why you got muted, buddy. Because like they were talking.
the
And
fact
what-
that you
what
were
did I
giving
do?
them,
Patience, dear, patience.
the fact that you were giving them so many recommendations how to not be racist, like white rage, and all this stuff, that was really cringe, Erica. Like white people will never not want to be racist. They want to feel
And why has not you? Why aren't you speaking the king's
Okay,
tongue, the
we,
queen's
fine.
tongue? Like
You
why
wanna
are you
include
not
myself?
speaking white? What is happening?
You want to include myself? We will never stop being
can I
racist.
ask a
You want to
question?
feel superior.
Can
I'm
I ask
gonna
a
go.
question?
I'll see you guys.
All right, see you, bro.
All right,
All right, go ahead, Liv.
Later, bro.
Just a quick question. Hey, why do white people want to be oppressed?
They don't. They want to feel superior. You don't understand that?
But listen, capitalism oppresses white people. The vast majority of white people live under the median income.
Every race wants to feel superior to another race.
Okay, that's not engaging with what I said though.
Mhm.
Why do white people want to be oppressed?
Who said a white people want to be oppressed?
They
Why
want
do they vote?
capitalism.
Really wanted to play that.
That's not true. Why do they vote for Donald Trump
okay,
in mass
listen.
numbers?
Okay, listen. Why would a bunch of white people fight for the Confederacy?
Because they wanted slavery to continue on.
Okay, but again, that would be them wanting to oppress themselves, because they would be fighting to uphold free labor, which would mean they would be paid less. It would have made more sense for them to side with the enslaved African people and then overthrow the Confederacy,
Well, they were
and then
probably
take on the
brainwashed by
Union.
the
Hold on, and then take out the Union, right, and create something different. But instead, they fought for the Confederacy. It means they wanted to oppress themselves. Why do white people have this victim mentality?
They don't have this victim mentality. That's why we still control America. Like the
I said
president.
all that, and all you said was not.
No, like
No,
we're
okay.
talking.
So can you engage in what I
answer.
said?
No.
That's what I said. Like, listen, bro. White people want to be oppressed. It would have made more sense for those white people to align during segregation with the black and brown people.
I don't. I
Their
haven't
unions
studied
would have
Civil
been
War that
stronger.
much.
Okay,
I
that's what
haven't
I'm talking
studied the
about.
Civil War.
That's why I'm talking about unions during segregation. It would have made more sense for those white union workers to align themselves with black and brown union workers, because their union would have been stronger. Instead, when the white workers went on strike, they just hired black and brown people as scab workers. So it just kind of, and they paid them less, but more than what the scab workers were already making because they didn't have a job.
I don't know about the Civil War. I can't talk about it. What I do know is what's happening in 2025. And
Okay, listen,
in
listen,
2025,
why would white people
don't feel
Hey,
oppressed.
Mom.
Hey, Mom.
White people don't feel oppressed in 2025.
No, white people oppress
we
themselves
feel
with
like we're in
capitalism.
control. We feel like we're in control because Trump won. The Supreme Court is majority conservative.
So why is it that the vast majority of white America lost? Capitalism sucks. He gave more tax breaks to the rich than he did to the poor, and the vast majority of white people are poor. So again, like y'all live
That's
paycheck
not
to
true,
paycheck.
actually.
Yes, it is.
White
Yes, it is.
Americans are not. White Americans, I think,
The
are
vast
like,
majority of wealth is held
I think it's
within the top
Indian is number
10%.
one.
90% of this nation's wealth is held in the top 10%. Over 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 70% of Americans don't have $500 saved up for an emergency, and everyone is one bad accident away from going bankrupt.
Okay, but my question is, why do you
thank you
care
for
so
the
much about
sub.
what white people think?
Because they're oppressed. Because they
Why
want
do
to
you care
oppress
what white
themselves,
people
and that's
think?
weird, bro.
Why do you
they
care
have
what white
such a
people think?
Racism got y'all in a chokehold. That
Yeah,
supremacy,
bro.
that white supremacy got you in a
white
chokehold,
people,
bro.
let me say, we don't care what black people think. We just care about putting us at the top. We just want to be at the
Listen, man, I
top
don't
of the
care about that.
socioeconomic.
Listen, I understand that. I'm not disagreeing with that. I don't care about that. You can feel how you want to feel. You can feel you're superior biologically, mentally, it's a spiritual. I don't care, right? I'm saying that it's weird that you want to oppress yourselves. Like who would want to take a knife and just like poke themselves in the tummy? Nobody. That's weird, right? And if you do want to do that, like we need to seek help. And also, listen, people, go sit on somebody's couch. Mental health is everything.
I
okay?
want to talk to Erica. I don't want to talk to you, Liv. Go away. I want to talk
Why?
to
Why
Erica.
would you want to talk to me? Why do I?
Because I'm interested in Erica.
Why do you want to oppress yourself?
I want to know. I want to speak to Erica.
I want to talk to you. Why do you want to oppress yourself?
Why do you care about what white people think?
Liv, you mind giving me the floor for a second?
Oh, absolutely, brother.
Fantastic. All right. So I tried to be nice. All right. But that goal ain't moved in a hot minute. And the likes, I guess we can't go with the iPhone because the iPhone's saying 571. My Android is saying we just hit 300K. So I'm going to go with the Android, I guess. W's to y'all.
Mine says 571.
That's what I'm saying. It's
We
weird.
gotta go with 571. Guys,
Black
keep
women's
tapping.
labor
Erica's live or
is
is this
not.
Hector's
Shut your
live?
hoe ass
He's
up.
my co-host. He's
All right?
awesome too.
Cool. So black women's labor is not free. This weird motherfucker above me ain't gonna pay it. All right. And y'all being slow. And I don't mean that in the slurish way. I just mean slow to knock out the goal, delayed. That's what I mean. No one to call that ableist. I'm not. All right. So
he
here's what I
didn't
need y'all to
mean
do.
that when he said that either. People, he didn't. I'm above him, but he didn't mean that I was weird.
Mercury's above.
He's talking about Mercury. He's talking about Mercury. There's that.
I just had to clarify too.
I'm sick of you. So here's what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to support black women. All right. Black women's labor is not free. We got limited time here left on this app. And I would like to end it with a bang since Mercury decided to come up here on this fucking bullshit. All right. So support Erica. All right. Support Erica. If all, actually, no, 98 left. That means like a little less than 1/3 of you.
Can you
If y'all
shut the
all
fuck
sent
up?
a
Hey,
no,
Mercury,
bitch.
can you exercise some
all of
motherfucking
y'all
patience
sent,
while Hector is talking? Don't piss me
100
off.
pennies, $1, right? Uno, right? $1, we'd knock out that goal. So if you can, so kindly support a sister today. All right. That or I'm gonna start hollering at everybody. Y'all don't want to hear that.
And with that being said, thank you so much, Hector, for the $10. Because Hector did say he's finna start yelling, bullying the chat. He said he's gonna bully the chat. I don't want him to bully y'all, all right? Because his voice gets like all weird and stuff, and we don't want that to happen. All right. So shout out to Hector for the $10, guys. Let's keep doing all of the good things. Over 400 of us up in here. Pay links are in the bio. Everything with Erica
girl, let me talk to
is
you.
in the bio. All right. Thank you. PayPal and Venmo. I also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. Let's keep tapping the screen. I think before we end and go do some more fun stuff, guys, I know we can get to 600,000 likes. All right. I'm going to shoot for 600,000. So let's go ahead. Why did I say 600? We're at 571. 700,000. Let's get to 700,000 likes, guys. Also, we are in a subwave. So if you want to be a love, click the star next to the chat bar. I'm going to play the song real quick. All right. As a love, you get access to our monthly kick. So if you're not feeling the op, you can drop. Also, guys, you can do the 10-minute co-hosted spot where you can come up on a panel with me and my friends, and you can talk to these maggots too. And last but not least, you get to join the Discord where we are improving every single day because my loves gave me some great suggestions yesterday. And I'm feeling like
really
next
low.
week I'm going to be releasing some new shit. So there's that. All right. Become a love. Click that star next to the chat bar. All right.
Erica, let me talk to-
Mercury, how has white supremacy served you?
It has.
Are you
served
rich?
me-
Are you wealthy?
I'm not rich. I'm just middle class.
How much money do you make?
I'm just a student right now.
You're just a student right now. Oh,
yeah. So I'm not rich.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So like all that history of, your people being the slave catchers, your people doing the, the strange fruiting, your people being the ones to, how can I put this? propagate, perpetuate,
Mhm.
you know, white supremacy. How has it actually benefited you? How has whiteness benefited you, Mercury? Since you have no interest in being anti-racist, tell us, Mercury. All right.
I'm sure
How has it
I've
benefited you?
gotten privileges, like job privileges over people of color, over a black person or Latino, whatever.
But
I'm sure.
Are
I'm
you
sure
paying for school? Are you paying for school?
I'm paying for some of it.
Okay,
Yes,
you had to get student loans.
Yes, I did, ma'am.
You had to get student loans.
Yes, ma'am.
That is sad.
I
You know why
mean,
that's sad? That's
why?
sad. Your people, your ancestors. All right, no, I'm sorry, I said ancestors. What the fuck
why
wrong with me? Your ancestors, your ancestors, they did all this work for white supremacy just
Not
for
all
you to
white people
still
own
have to,
slaves.
just for
Not all white
you
people own
to have
slaves.
to
Not all-
pay for school, for education,
all
just
white
for
people
you to
own
have to go get a
slaves,
job.
Erica.
That's crazy.
Not
That is
all white people own slaves. Only the wealthy
business.
did.
Mhm.
Only the top 10,
That's wild
5% own
business.
slaves.
Yeah, and
See,
like,
here's the thing. I ain't talking about people that own slaves. You're not listening. I said be the slave catchers. All right. Be the ones attending the smitchings. All right. Cheering on. All right. The people strange fruiting black
Erica,
bodies.
what I want for you to
All right.
do
Being the
is
ones,
to
like
stop
that young
caring
lady
about
said in
what
her
white
video,
people
throwing
think.
bleach in pools so
Stop
black people
trying to
couldn't swim.
understand the white mind.
There's
Stop
that.
trying to understand
There's no
the
one
white
here
mind.
trying to understand the white mind, my dear.
It is.
I'm
You're
gonna need you
asking
to-
white
I'm
people,
gonna
why are
need
you on black people's business?
can I
That
give
was your
some
live the
facts?
other day.
Go ahead, Liv.
And I say it's out of love. I say it's out of love for you because I don't want you to waste your time because I know how we operate, and I love black Americans. I love the black folks.
PayPal.
I say it's out of love because I don't want you to waste your time.
Hey.
I know how
They really
fucked
don't like
up.
you.
I know how evil white
Okay,
people are.
okay. You
They're-
you're doing a lot of talking. Hey, Braxton, are you a Trump supporter?
I am, yes.
You are? Okay, Braxton, hold on one moment. All right,
Can I
Mercury.
break them?
Hello?
I'm not gonna ask him that question.
But I gotta do a thing, Liv. I'm sorry. I gotta do a thing. It's a lot going on right now. All right. It's a lot going on, guys. You know, I get overstimulated easily.
Erica.
But hey, Chris. Hey, Mercury, can I tell you something? I really want to tell you something because
yes, ma'am.
like I just feel like you're not listening to Hector, you're not listening to Liv, you're definitely not listening to me.
I didn't
and
get
like
a
white
chance to speak
supremacy,
to
hold on,
you.
white supremacy hasn't served you at all. So I just want you to hear something.
I was trying to speak to you, ma'am.
And
I didn't
don't
get a
hate
chance
you,
to speak
right.
to you.
I just hate all of the choices that you make because those are the choices that bitch ass niggas make. Mm-hmm. That's all.
I'm trying to say.
Time's up. Bye, bitch. All right. Good God.
Bye, bitch.
Okay. The way this all happened at the same goddamn time. All right. So I'm gonna keep one in my pocket. All right. Shout out to Natasha. I gotta see what the whole damn thing said. Oh man, how y'all get to see how the whole thing said, y'all? Y'all know how it works. Oh, Natasha said bye, Mercury. Natasha said 20 and said bye, Mercury. She was tired of your shit, Mercury. She was tired of your shit. She was ready to go. You had to go. You had to go. Then Serena said 20 and said, please drop Mercury. I'm tired of him forcing a combo without consent from you. I know that's fucking right. I know that's right, Serena. Thank you. And also, shout out to Shauna for the $50. Shauna said Mercury is a bitch ass ninja who needs to shut the fuck up. I know that's right, Shauna. I know that's right. And then Malik came through with the 10 and said, I knew the nonsense was gonna happen. We fucking knew it. We fucking knew it. All right. Natasha, Serena, Shauna, and Malik, y'all draw some hearts in the chat for them. I want to see hearts for like the next minute. All right. Shauna, Serena, Malik, and Natasha, drop all the hearts, guys. Thank you so very much. We actually reached our daily donation goal. I appreciate each and every last one of you because that's fucking awesome. All right. What we are going to do now is we are going to see what Braxton has to say, and then we're going to go do some more. We're going to do some more fun. Okay, guys? All right. So, Braxton, all right, you're deplorable. Do you want to prove us wrong?
I can, but I actually want to talk to you about something first.
What is with all these people coming up here wanting to talk to me about stuff that's not on the background?
I just wanted to know, like, Do you think black people are racist at all or no?
Nope. Black people can't be racist. There's that. In this system, black people are not
Can-
racist. Tis it, tis
I
all.
just want to understand that.
That's it. That's it. Racist. Oh my
There's
God. Here we go. Like, you know what? Public service announcement. White people, I just want to tell you something. Read a fucking book.
not
It's
all
in a
white
book.
people are racist.
It's in a yeah, they are. It's in a book. I promise you. It is definitely in a book. I promise. I'm not your magical Negro. I'm not doing this every day. All right. That's why we only did that shit on Monday. I'm not doing white people therapy every day. So with that being said, Braxton, all right,
Okay. Okay.
you're deplorable. Prove me
How
wrong.
am I deplorable? I
You voted for
want you
Donald
to.
Trump.
How does that make me deplorable?
Easy. You voted for Donald Trump. He's a deplorable human being.
How so?
Oh, really? Like, do we have to go through the list of it all over again?
Yep.
Can I
Go
can I
ahead,
ask a
Hector.
question real quick? Braxton, can you tell me one deplorable thing Donald Trump has done?
Can I tell you one thing he's done?
Yeah, give me one deplorable thing that Donald Trump has done.
Hold up, let me look. I got a coffee real quick for 2 seconds.
Is this nigga about to type in what deplorable thing has Trump done? Because I'm gonna crash out.
Hector, check Discord. Bruh. Fantastic.
Okay, so no, I was not typing that, by the way. But I was just trying to understand like the exact definition of deplorable before I talked.
Deserving of strong condemnation.
Yes. So
Did I pass? Did I pass? Did I get 100?
Yeah, that was right.
Oh, okay. All right. Answer Hector's
So
question.
that's what I'm getting to. If you'd stop interrupting me, please.
Answer Hector's question.
Okay, I will. Okay, so are you talking about all the good things that he's done? Because
Did you just look up the fucking definition?
Bitch!
Yes.
Bruh, he said.
What the fuck do you mean all the good things he did?
Something that Donald Trump has done that's deplorable.
He's done a lot of things.
You a stupid ass. You know that, right?
You
real
is
fucking
stopping
stupid.
aliens
Hey, bro,
from coming
you
into
real
this
fucking
country.
stupid. No. Hear me out.
He is
All those
stopping-
undocumented migrants have infinitely more brain power than you do. You're a stupid motherfucker. I just want to let you know that.
See, and you say black people cannot be racist.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what's racist about calling you stupid. You
If
stupid
I were
just
to say
for
the same
stupid
thing
that
about
said.
you,
I have
you would pull
no
the race card.
opinions on your race and your skin tone.
You would pull
I
the
have a
race card if I
whole
said
lot
the
of
same thing to
opinions
you.
on the dumbass shit that just came out your fucking mouth. Nigga,
What
you just had
dumbass
to
shit came out of
teacup
my mouth?
to look up the word deplorable and then ask me if it means the good that he's done. You a stupid ass motherfucker.
Stupid. You're not good at this.
Dunce.
Okay.
Dope.
If you want to
Fool.
go on about
Moron. I can come up with a whole lot more.
Okay, keep going.
Can I say
Give me a
simpleton?
second. I'm blanking now. Fucking. Oh my god.
Simpleton?
Yeah. Simpleton.
Ignoramus?
Ignoramus.
Hey, there's words for this.
Twat.
Damn. You're not smart, Braxton. Try again, Braxton. The question was, name something deplorable that Donald Trump has done.
Situational
And this
turrets
is
crazy. I
why
probably do.
he is deplorable. This is why Braxton is deplorable.
I'm about to piss off Hector with this question.
God damn it. Fucking
Let's see if he
good,
come back.
bro.
Is he y'all think he's Googling or he's doing the other thing? Which one do y'all think he's doing?
Like, am I tripping? Bro said I had to look up what deplorable meant.
Mm-hmm. And then they're gonna ask me, what does deplorable mean? He wants
You know
to know.
what? You know he was lying.
some
He was
similar
lying because he
words for
said
deplorable?
he said he wasn't looking up what deplorable shit Trump has done. I think he was lying
Disgraceful,
because
but
you said you teacup and you looked up the definition of deplorable, but then you couldn't even say it. So your dumbass did actually go to Google and you typed in what deplorable shit has Trump done. You wasn't looking up no fucking definitions. Otherwise,
No,
you wouldn't have
I
came back with
didn't.
that shit.
I didn't.
Can I just ask you one question, Braxton? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Like, can you spell deplorable?
Shut. It's on the screen.
Yeah, you ain't
Take it
shit.
off the screen and I'll still be able to fucking spell it. Just sound it
He,
out.
he got that shit screenshotted now. He
Spell
took a
it.
screenshot.
Spell it.
Spell it.
DEPLOABLE. DEPLORABLE.
Bruh.
I stuttered.
Bruh.
And with that, you know what? I'm gonna bow out on a high note.
Hey, is your mom home?
Huh?
Is your mom home?
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
She came home yesterday.
Glad to hear that. That is wonderful. That was funny as fuck, Liv. Thank you for that. Appreciate
Yeah,
you,
have a
bro.
good night.
All right, good night.
See you, Liv.
Bruh. That was funny. That was funny as fuck. I'm not gonna kid you. Oh my god. I don't have anything else.
So I looked up similar words
Thank you,
for
Ann. Thank you,
deplorable,
Eli.
and
Ooh,
it
Super
says
Panda.
shameful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he has not done anything shameful.
Oh, you know what? I got a question for you, Braxton. Is your idiot brain getting fucked by stupid?
Well, what do you mean?
This is so much.
I think your idiot brain is getting bent over, no lube, and just getting fucked really hard.
Tap the screen, y'all.
By
Tap,
who?
tap, tap the screen, y'all. Tap, tap, tap the screen.
By who?
Actually, drop me down, Erica. Drop me down real quick because they gonna get my ass. Drop me down real
Oh my
quick.
gosh. That was He's gonna take a lap. He's gonna take a lap. All right, he's gonna take a lap. Hey guys, we have a minute and a half left in our sub wave. Only need 3 more subs to reach our sub goal. Just 3 more to reach the sub goal, guys. Who wants to become a love? Use a monthly drop. Also a 10-minute co-hosting spot. All right, you get to listen to me tell dad jokes. I think I'm gonna hold a sub only live, and I'm just gonna tell dad jokes the entire time. That's what I'm gonna do. Sub only live, dad jokes. Who's down? Who is down for a sub only live with dad jokes? That's what I'm gonna do because it's gonna be fucking fun. Okay, Braxton. All right. Because, like, obviously, dear, you don't know the definition. You don't know that. Well, you know it now. You read, you found some synonyms. That's friggin' fantastic. I'm happy for you. All right. And I still think that you're deplorable. All right. So, why did you vote for Donald Trump?
Because he is closing off our borders and finishing building the wall. He's sending all the illegal aliens back. There's plenty of things. He's helping our economy. All these tariffs are good for the U.S.
All the tariffs are good for the U.S. Like, are you serious? My co-host is back. This is gonna be fun. The tariffs are good for the U.S. Like, how? Like, sum it up real fast.
Because I think we should be more independent. It would create more jobs. That's my opinion.
How much you pay in rent?
I pay between me and my roommate. I pay half. I pay $750.
Wow, you're not independent. How you expect the country to be independent? And the country has infinitely more debt than you do.
I can afford it myself if I wanted to.
Cap.
Okay.
Anywho, let's look at actual numbers and we can actually talk about numbers. Hey, Rox, thank you so much for subbing, love. I appreciate you. All right, we could talk about actual numbers. Did you know that in the Did you know that in the month of June that our inflation went up and also the cost of groceries went up by 3% year over year, along with apparel going up, gas going up, electricity, like so much has gone up. And we're now seeing the impact of Trump's tariffs, and it's predicted to only get worse.
It's been up ever since Biden
has been it actually was going down, my dear.
president.
It was going down. Now we're up.
He's not gonna get down.
Is your phone breaking up or is that me?
It's him. Because I thought
Okay.
it was me for a second.
Got that MAGA Wi-Fi. MAGA mobile.
Okay, I'm good now.
Okay.
Okay, what did you say?
that prices are going up, and that they actually were on a downward trend. And when Biden actually left office, and we saw a downward trend until about May. And now we're starting to see the actual impact of Donald Trump's tariffs, because we know that it doesn't happen overnight. We have to wait a while, and we have. It started
Yeah,
in
they're gonna have
February?
to go up before they can go down.
Why would they go up before
And when
they
they
have to
go
go
down, they will
Why do they,
plummet
why, no,
once
no.
we
Why do they have to
become
go
more
up?
independent.
Why do they have to go up though?
Because we have to get on our feet first. It can't just this shit can't just happen overnight. I don't know in what world you think that stuff is just gonna automatically go down. Do you think it's just
Braxton, I have to ask you a question, love. I just got to make sure that we have a fundamental understanding of things. What's a tariff?
a tariff is just increasing the price of goods, I guess.
No.
What is it then?
All right,
Explain it.
a tariff is a tax on an imported good. All right, who pays the tariff?
Exactly.
Who pays the tariff?
What?
Who pays the tariff?
We do.
When you say we, who is we?
The U.S.
The U.S. who?
What do you mean? The U.S. who?
When you say the U.S. pays it, who in the U.S. pays the tariff?
Well, I mean, I guess the people do when they're buying it.
Okay, so the consumers.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You be correct. Do you know what the function of a tariff is? Where's the music coming from? Does anyone else hear music?
I don't know. I hear music.
It's literally
Is that
coming
you,
from his
Hector?
mic. No, it's from his mic.
Oh, that's you. Where's the music coming from?
I have no idea.
Literally sounds like a gaming console.
It does.
What the fuck
Is that your Xbox?
No.
Is that your PlayStation?
No, I'm not on my game. I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's PS4 standby.
Why?
That
It's
is
bro
weird.
inside a Wii.
It's bro inside of a Wii is wild. Sometimes TikTok glitches. Yeah, I believe it, Eli. Okay, Braxton, you can come off mute. I don't really care. The music is actually very calming. I think that's probably how you're staying mellow as fuck too.
Black.
Wait, I'm trying to. What's going on here? Okay, so Braxton, please tell us the functionality of a tariff. Like, what is its purpose? Oh, okay. Thank you, Eli.
Interesting.
Very interesting. TikTok is so weird.
Can you still hear that music?
Of course we can.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
You're gonna get raptured, bro.
Yep, you about to go bye-bye. Okay.
But
bet.
So wait, can you repeat
It
the
is
question?
louder now. I just guys, okay, this is a question I really want to answer to. All right,
I'm
okay.
trying to figure out this. I was trying to figure out this music, but whatever.
Is the music really annoying? It's calming to me, guys.
Honestly,
I like
I'm fine with it. It's whatever.
I'm fine with the music, guys. I just want to. Okay, Braxton, please tell us what is the function of a tariff?
What do you mean? I just
Like,
told
what's the
you
purpose?
basically.
What is the purpose of a tariff? All right, I'll give you a hint. A tariff is a tool. It's neither good nor is it bad. It's a tool. It's supposed to do something. So tell us, what is the function of a tariff?
I still don't understand the question.
Hector, try to rephrase it for me.
All right, cool. So, what does a tariff do?
It increases prices for imported goods.
And who pays those increased prices?
Consumers do. Whether that is us or the people who we're sending stuff out to.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I think it's a good thing because I think
You
we
think it's a
rely
good
on
thing?
other people too much.
You think it's a
especially
good thing
China.
if I pay $10 for a $5 product that's add profit to it, it would be $7, but I'm paying $3 extra because Donald Trump wants to be a little fucking whiny bitch.
Well, he's trying to be more independent and open up more jobs for people.
How's that working for us so far?
Stuff has got to go up before it comes down.
Why is it getting louder?
I don't know, but
I have
this is
no
silly.
idea what the fuck
Why
that
do he
is.
keep? Why does he keep saying it has to go up before it has to go down? It
Because
doesn't make
it's
any
the
sense.
truth. How does
It's
that not
the
make sense to
truth.
you?
Because it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Sir, I was about to call you son.
Well, once we actually start making stuff in the U.S., it will go down.
Once we actually start making stuff in the US, it actually may be more expensive than with the fucking tariffs.
Exactly. Good grief. Like we have to build these facilities. We have to pay American the American employees a friggin' livable wage. Like, are you serious? You think it's gonna be
That's
cheaper?
why I'm saying it will have to go up before it drops. After you build all these buildings and you get everyone making the stuff in the U.S., that's when stuff will drop.
Hey, bro, it's not going to drop because the profits that they would make has to go into all these new facilities, for one. And then, whether it's mining or gathering their materials, much of which we can't fucking get here, we have to import anyway. All of that shit's going to reflect in the cost of your average everyday good. These are why places like Shein and Wish and Temu and everything else make their money, because they don't do all that shit here. I'm not paying $50 for a Hanes t-shirt because Trump wants to be more independent.
That's your own problem, I guess. You can keep buying from China. Did you know that we can, like, China, we cannot send our stuff to China?
The fuck are you talking about?
Look it up. We cannot, they cannot import stuff from the U.S. to China.
Bro really believes that China gets nothing from us.
You can look it up.
Yeah, are you trying to hypnotize us? Like, what is happening here? I feel like we're being. You know what? I can't do this anymore. I can't. I'm Hector. I'm just not in a serious space anymore. I'm just not in a serious space. All right, Braxton, how old are you?
18.
You're 18. All right. I'm gonna tell you this early. All right. So just maybe in the future, you'll make better decisions. All right. And you know what? Since they say I'm the white people whisperer, I really want you to look into harm reduction. All right, what it is. All right, look into that. Okay, harm reduction. Look into it.
Why would I
Now,
look
with that
into
being
that?
said, I just do it. Listen to the black lady. All right. All right. Now here, I want you to hear something.
And I don't hate you.
Right.
I just hate all of the choices that you make. Because those are the choices that bitch ass niggas make. That's all.
That's all. That's all. That is all.
And $42 billion of imported goods to China from the U.S. as of 2024, by the way.
Bruh. Just bruh. That was a lot. All right. Serena spelled it in the chat for him. You know what? I like the last 3 shows have such clippable moments, but like, guys, I don't understand how much I hate clipping this shit. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to clip some stuff. Okay.
It's a little easier
Anywho.
on the computer.
It is?
I started
Okay.
saving the lives from the computer so I can use the thing, the editor on there to move shit around.
I'm gonna try it then. I'll download Studio on this laptop.
If it's a longer video, if it's like a short clip, I just use TikTok. But if it's a longer video, I just think it's easier. Like the last one I did with the live, with the fool and the record, I did that shit through CapCut computer. It was easier.
Oh, cool. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to try that. All right, guys. All right. I need you to do me 2 favors before we go. All right. 1 before we go, 2 as we go. All right. I really need you all to get Hector over 2,000 coins. All right. I'm going to need y'all to go ahead and do that. Please, I beg. Let's get Hector over 2,000 coins. All right. I don't know where the likes are. I honestly do not know where the likes are. All right. So I'm going to just say we reached 600,000 likes tonight. Okay. 600,000 likes.
Thank you, Ave. Yeah, it hasn't moved, and the Android's now showing about 350. I don't know.
I don't know what's happening with the likes tonight. I'm going to need to let Santana know too, because it's just weird. It's really weird. This happened in Liv's live too. All right. You guys
I
are
love
friggin'
that
awesome.
GIF, Ann. Thank you so much.
You guys are
Thank
look
you,
at
Shauna.
that. Show up and show
Thank
out
you,
for
Rox.
Hector.
Thank you, Serena.
Awesome,
Serena, you need to
guys.
message me. And thank you, Amy. Thank you, Mala.
Drop some hearts in the chat for all the gifters. You guys are fantastic. Guys, I'm not exactly sure what the last two guests were on. It was peculiar. I don't know what that was. I don't know. I don't know what that was.
That's a lot.
I don't know. But what we're going to go do, all right, I'm going to be nice to him since he came by tonight, all right? Thank you so much for the movie. Oh, that's Feather. That's so cool.
Thank you,
Okay, guys, you
Tammy.
guys are awesome.
Thank you, hot girl.
Let's do an Erica raid to Santana, but you have to put L Santana in the chat. You have to put L Santana.
Yes, absolutely.
L
Capital
Santana. Like capital L Santana in the chat, all right? L Santana in the chat. Let's do it. Santana24 speaks. Santana24 speaks. L Santana. All right. And Hector, thank you so much for hanging out with me. You don't have to go. You can do the outro with me. Thank you so much. YouTube, I have to say bye to you so I can do my outro music. YouTube, thank you so very much for hanging out. I appreciate y'all. If you're not following me on YouTube, by all means, go ahead and head on over there. Everything with Erica is the name. Everything with Erica. One word. Shoot me a follow. We are only 120 subscribers away from 1,000, guys. I'm getting closer. I'm getting so close. 120 people away from 1,000. So let's go. Thank you so much.